if you turn up more than you did with Rory and Maul,
yeah,
you got something coming. Lush came back and set that on fire, nigga.
On fire, nigga.
So if I'm just hitting you with little, see how far you in jabs. Yeah.
What's the deal, Harry?
Yo, you're Homeroom University, man.
Yo, what it do, Peppy?
Man, fine, man. The AD redemption, man.
If you ever in Carolina, you good.
Yeah,
Yes,
you got
sir.
you.
Hey,
Facts.
I'm coming, man.
Yeah,
I'm keeping the shirt on.
All right, then.
You never cheated?
Never have. I have had the opportunity before.
Okay.
I'm glad you said that.
You like white girls?
I'm glad you said that.
No, I mean this. I'm dead serious when I say this. I'm basically socially
challenged.
And it's like the people that know.
This is beautiful.
You think he's channeling something like that? But he living so good here. Would he even be impressed with heaven?
Candace is over here like,
Shit's hilarious.
Yeah, she finally got rhythm.
She got white girl energy.
There's something about her in general to where I just want to be biased against her.
Imagine you accidentally burn your thumb. That's what
80% of you ain't gonna like us.
By the way, those Menace material guys, they call him Big Sloth.
Yeah.
Yabba dabba do, people. Welcome back to another installment of the Homeroom University podcast. You see, this is the podcast about your favorite podcast.
Yeah.
I'm your classmate, Tone Groove.
Jay Noblez.
AJ the Menace.
White man behind the board.
Yeah.
And we have a new character. We gonna let him introduce himself. Hopefully he knows his name.
F-Mac, that's me.
Shout out to you if you listen to 3 Yokes. You know that's a familiar voice for you.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Florida
F-Mac.
Mac.
Lauren has a protege, and he's learning the ropes, and he's doing real immaculate right now.
Shout out to F-Mac, you know what I mean? Give him grace, you know what I mean? And thank you for watching it live. Like it, share it, comment down below. You know what I mean? Do your due diligence.
Do all that. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter. Because Twitter's lit right now. MenaceMaterialEnt.
Yeah.
Follow us on subreddit. Shout out to the moderators in the chat right now.
Them hall monitors.
Yeah, hall monitors.
Yeah.
That's so disrespectful.
Yeah.
Hold us down in the comments. What else?
Office hours, that's a
Office hours.
a lovely section of the show where we answer your comments, questions, and concerns. Just put those in the comments.
Yeah. So we can answer your questions.
Hashtag office hours.
Oh, and don't forget about the Patreon. Check it out.
Oh, yeah, that. Yeah.
Just recorded a banger for you.
Damn sure did. Yeah, we definitely got a banger. But yeah, we gonna start, I think, with No Jumper Universe, just because they've had a fantastic week. Now, I almost text y'all like March 22nd is the anniversary of the release, the collapse of No Jumper. So it's coming up soon. I almost wanted this whole episode to be a No Jumper thing just because it was so lit this week. Like, Lush came back and set that bitch on fire, nigga.
On fucking fire, nigga.
With a hot pipe,
That nigga Lush came back and set it on fire. But not only did Lush come back, Danny, shout out to Danny from The Stop. He had his Adam 22 interview drop as well, too. That was a great episode.
Shout out to Danny. Shout out to Danny.
Big shout out to Danny. Because
big shout out.
That was a great interview. It was like an hour 45 or almost 2 hours or whatever. But Adam's always good when he's podcasting with somebody that knows how to podcast. You know what I'm saying?
The rhythm is always good.
It was a conversation I could follow.
Bruh, it's flowing. You know
they
what I'm
both
saying?
know how to handle the situation at hand.
Yeah, bruh. And it's just in general, I mean, Joe did it with us in terms of like the episode that we did. Like, he said it in his intro, like what's going on with this whole podcasting about podcasting. Niggas like him should not be partaking in this at all. Like, it's ridiculous almost, like.
You're talking about
Joe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's kind of ridiculous for somebody of that stature to even be like partaking in this. But it's interesting. It's interesting convos. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's having these discords around these podcasts, especially some of the people that are being talked about at the highest priority in that sphere. You know what I'm saying? So Danny was there, and he had an entire conversation that was essentially laced with that. We got a little bit of his backstory, which we didn't have.
Just a tidbit.
You know what I'm saying? So that was all good. So that was good. He got like his first big interview. They like kind of laid that foundation out because Danny's gonna keep going up. Y'all know he got that Rory shit popping too.
Yeah,
he just had that in the cut, just waiting.
Yeah,
and he already dropped the clip. Yeah,
Oh, he dropped the clip?
He already dropped a clip, yeah, and it was about him and Rory talking about Charlamagne.
Charlamagne, yep.
Yeah, but
Oh wow. Did it sound interesting?
it did, yeah, it did. I
Okay.
mean, we can cover that. We can start. No, let's not start there first. Let's start with Adam. Shout out, because Adam, they were talking about everything. They talk about podcasts. They were kind of kicking up. Well, there was a moment when they were like going in on Charlamagne a little bit about how he's kind of lost his edge and lost his touch.
There's some questions.
Yeah, which is So, but 𝙿𝙾𝚃 came up, and I sent that to y'all, right?
Yeah.
I sent that to y'all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
So yeah, we got to play that just because. Shout out to Adam. We've
It's
officially.
a tradition.
It's a tradition.
Whenever he gets, yeah.
This thing has been officially rebranded. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's play this real quick.
I mean, Big Loon, who, by the way, those Menace Material guys, they call him fucking Big Sloth.
Yeah. Those guys are. Shout out to AJ, J Nobles, and Tone Groove. They're doing anything.
Brutal. Sloth.
They don't play fair, man.
Dear God.
I don't want to beef with them.
But when he
We don't play fair. You think we don't play fair?
Dear God.
I feel like there's a code of ethics over here.
Nah, man, we just cut deep for some reason.
I don't know.
We cut deep. We hit him where it hurts.
Yeah, I don't really be playing fair.
We hit on target. yeah. You throw elbows.
Yeah.
You throw elbows in
you
the
throw
post.
cheap shots.
Yeah, I do not play fair. So he
They don't
definitely
take
had
the
that
ball
right.
back off the rebound.
Some of us play honorably. I don't.
I was about to say, you leave booby traps for niggas. But nah, man, shout out to Danny, man. He's on a fucking streak.
Yeah, Danny's on a run right
Proud
now.
of him. Shout out to
He
Danny.
talked about one of the interesting things that they talked about as well too, just the overall state of No Jumper. You know, like Adam did cover that the views, and like they were just talking about like how podcast companies are structured and stuff like that. And Adam was pretty much he's talking about how unstable the business or how unstable the views can be. You know what I mean?
Very
And that's,
volatile.
And that's where he gets primarily all of his income source for the No Jumper side, and it's all monetizing views. And he's pretty much saying, like, they were having that conversation on what's better, a subscription-based platform, but he has that with Plug Talk. Which
Which he owns 50% of.
Which he owns 50% of, and then the other one he owns 100% of. Yeah. That shit was pretty interesting. There was something else. He also talked about, he kind of let drop that AD was supposed to sign to Joe Budden. That was like, but I guess it never fell through.
How could that have worked?
I don't know.
That's not even his habitat.
How long do you think that phone call was?
I don't know. I don't even know how it was offered. We're gonna call AD though. AD gonna call at 9:30.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's crazy. Nah.
Yeah, and just ask him.
Nah,
But we could play this though.
I think on the idea of being hurt by people, does it kind of hurt to be in this back and forth with Joe? Because I feel like you looked up to him, and he was like, it was like, this is just a comic book geeky analogy. Superman and Shazam, like it was.
I'm not familiar enough with Shazam, but yeah, no, it does kind of suck because you got to think about it. When I went on that AMP show with him, I was doing so because I kind of needed to make a public statement at that point. I didn't have PR at the time, which I probably should have, but I felt like I needed to make a public statement. I was on the phone with multiple different high-profile hip-hop media types that morning who told me, do not go on a live stream platform with Joe Budden right now. And I said, nah, Joe's cool, man. It's going to be all right. It'll be cool. And then I get on the phone with him or on the AMP call with him, and he basically like, you know, totally let me down in terms of like what I would expect from him as like a business person or like even somebody who
Why
I
do you
thought
think he did that?
I thought we were close to being friends. I think that he was salty about the fact that I was perceived as having dominated him in the prior argument on the podcast, and I think that he resented the fact that I did a bit of a victory lap. So I think he saw it as a easy opportunity to try to get a W over me and marginalize me. And, you know, I think that he was also somebody who was probably kind of resentful of the fact that No Jumper was having so much success with having all these different hosts. And when some of them start leaving, that's good for his narrative because, you know, he tried and failed to put together multiple different podcast lineups and they didn't work out. And he paid out his sexual harassment settlement and everything, you know, but I think, yeah, it was a very self-serving bonus part. And you see more and more people on a regular basis now who...
Yeah, so they was flowing in this conversation, but
seamless.
Yeah, that is crazy. Because when he brought that up, niggas warning you not to get on live stream with Joe Budden. This was in the midst
crazy.
of that initial break. Joe gave that nigga work.
That was an insane.
That was crazy.
Did y'all listen to that, right? Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a year ago at this point now, like just a little bit under a
been a
year
while.
ago.
Yeah.
But nigga Joe was busting that nigga down like he was going crazy. And I had completely forgot about that. But just the fact that niggas were warning him
I didn't know that.
to
That's
not
insane.
do that, I said,
Please take heed,
shit.
nigga.
Yeah, take heed. Look.
It sounds like he had PR.
No. He said he didn't.
I
He
know,
said
but
he
I'm just saying
didn't.
them niggas was telling him like,
And he
hey,
said his people, nigga, that's his wife. Lena was telling this nigga,
Yeah.
please don't do it.
Literally.
You're gonna embarrass me. You're gonna fuck up my, my corn bag.
But he's gonna have to get used to this because Adam, your peers don't respect you. So it's like this is gonna be a continuous saga throughout your life, especially when you retire and you in these rich ass country clubs talking to these old tycoons and shit. They like, nigga, you the corn, nigga.
You gave
like,
this nigga the most imaginary, the
Nah,
magical.
but I'm saying like this is
tycoons
always
and
gonna
golf
be a
clubs.
thing that's gonna come
Yeah,
up
yeah.
with.
There was a theory that I had that I thought there was a point in time when the old crew was there and AD was there. And while he was there, he was telling them, like, I want to step away from, like, it did feel like the country club doesn't accept me conversation. And we have to switch things up over here. I did feel
Look
at
at his
one
face.
point, I did, because that he was disqualified on the face tats.
He was
off
disqualified
the
off the
rip.
face.
The country club can't fuck with that.
It's the
I can't go golfing
advertisers.
with you. Yeah, I
It's the
can't.
advertisers.
We can't go play golf. You
But
gonna,
even
you gonna
then-
cause a scene. You
but
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
It's not an advantage, but I feel like Jelly Roll, like he might get respect in the country club. He got nothing but face tats. He got
Music-
AT&T commercials.
but music is so different though.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So it's
Yeah.
not the face
Music is-
he
tats.
might be good, and somebody like a Conor McGregor or somebody
That's
like
what
that
I'm
too.
saying.
It would
True.
be-
Yeah,
True.
yeah.
It's not the face tats. It's the
Conor don't have his
profession.
face done though.
You're right.
Everything but yeah.
He could
don't
get it
have-
done and he'd be fine.
He'd be fine, I think.
Yeah, he would still be
He would
fine
still
just
be
because
fine.
it's hundreds of millions.
He
of
could
dollars,
get
you know what I'm saying?
blood tattooed above his eyebrow.
Yeah,
It'd be
that's
perfectly
true.
fine.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, so I forgot all about this moment, and then he did take a little savage shot at Joe. That shit was kind of crazy.
Yeah, it was a low blow.
Yeah. But we can keep listening to this.
And it's kind of crazy that he even said that, like, Joe can't just go even lower. Like,
I don't think Joe's about to engage with him though.
yeah.
At all, because I think Joe just
Nigga, he
gave-
just talked to Candace Owens.
Yeah, he gave Mandii some work too recently. So
damn sure did.
Yeah, so it's like
Gave her
we'll
some work.
cover that later. But yeah, he just gave Mandii some work on Twitter Spaces. So it's like he already was only given
Rightfully?
yeah
Yeah, understandably so.
But he was already just giving him Adam was shooting like crazy haymakers at like for months, and the nigga wouldn't even engage. So
At all.
I doubt he's gonna even respond to that. That's not even that's nothing.
It's not going to tip it over.
Not gonna tip it.
It's
It's a
not hard.
free shot. Hands was down.
Yeah, but keep going. There was a point that we just listened to, and I completely forgot what I wanted to say, but fuck it.
Take the content thing and treat people as disposable objects that they can try to go viral off of. And I respect it to some degree, but with me and him, I thought that we had
It
more
was right
of
there,
a
actually. Hit
respect.
pause. That was kind of crazy.
That's an admission of guilt.
Just, I don't know. Adam framing that in that light, though, using people to go viral off of them. Come on, bro.
He's like, I kind of feel you, but damn, don't
Come
do
on,
it to
bro.
me.
Yeah,
the Lush
yeah.
return was
That's all he
nothing
just
but
said.
that.
Yeah.
Nothing but that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
And it worked.
Yeah, we can't act like we above that. You know what I'm saying? Because but it was he caught you at a vulnerable moment. But all I was thinking when he was describing that,
Yeah.
I was like, the best time to kick a nigga is when he's down.
You put the
it.
career up there, Slim.
Yeah, bro.
But also when he's down and thinks you're about to help him back up.
I mean, yeah, that's the best part. Yeah, it's just like it's that's how you would expect that to go.
Crazy.
But yeah, that was
It's
it was a
tricky.
little weird. But even overall, I did enjoy this. I don't know exactly where that moment is in here. Try skipping forward a little bit.
And Danny,
Creators.
my bad. Comment down below why you didn't get a haircut.
Yeah, you look like Teen Wolf.
Yeah, you look like
Talking about Danny.
yeah, Danny. Why didn't he get a haircut?
Yo, I asked him. I was like, "Did you get fresh? Did you get a haircut and shit?" He was like, "Yeah, but I'm wearing a hat."
I knew he was gonna say yeah.
I was like, "Nigga,
What are you talking
Fresh.
about?
your beard
Please
is not
comment
lined
down
up."
below, nigga. Protect, defend yourself, nigga.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, "Nigga, you're supposed to get the beard lined up too."
He
if
looks
that's what's out.
shaggy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It might be more of the same with some of the other
We just
hosts.
missed it.
You don't want
Go back. Yeah, it was a little bit. Yeah, right there.
if there were shortcomings with Ice and
A little
Ish,
bit more.
people put me onto that move. But then
Wait, after the breakup or like
Yes.
before the? Because that would have been interesting. If it was before, but
So he did say it a little bit before then.
But then I kind of realized that I had hurt his fragile ego by whooping his ass in a debate 3-on-1.
how do you feel about Joe's curation of that breakup? Because I'm not even talking about them, but the way he curated it.
You mean the no jumper breakup?
Yeah.
Well, at one point he was supposed to sign AD.
Whoa. Wait, after the breakup,
Exclusive.
I finally got like
After
my
that, yeah.
news breaking moment in the industry.
I never mentioned it. People put me onto that move. But then
Wait, after the breakup or like
Yes.
before the? Because that would have been interesting if it was before. But yeah,
I don't know if he went and checked the tape, watched some footage, and maybe realized that.
Oh, so you're saying he didn't sign him because there's like shortcomings?
If there were shortcomings
giggle is
with
crazy.
Ice
But the
and Joe
giggle
Budden was
with the hand
being
back.
real with himself.
You can tell he work off his job. That's off his job posture right there. You all up on the screen and shit.
You can
Oh my
tell,
gosh,
nah, that
stop
nigga's stomach is fluttering. He's happy than a bitch.
He's like, this is my bar. My bar moment just
And
entered.
shout out to his notebook that he was writing notes
Yep,
down. He's
yep.
oh my god, he's
Yes.
saving videos,
Yeah,
ideas.
notebook
That's where
and
he-
iPad.
That's
or
where he
and
does all his
laptop.
alchemy.
Yeah, dog.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, Danny doing the science
In real
during
time.
a podcast
Yeah.
in real time is
This is what it looked
That's
like.
That was
fire,
fire.
bro.
That was fire.
Bro, this
thing.
week has been lit, bro. Like, and no jumper, and it's been lit and a mixture. It's been a nice mixture, 50-50. It's been half bullshit,
And half good shit.
half good shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Y'all think Danny performed better than Ice?
Oh yeah,
Ooh,
he
that's a
started
good
off.
question.
Yeah.
That on mic,
Yeah.
that on mic
Well,
footwork.
that's what he
Yeah,
said.
I
He
mean-
was,
Because that's what
Danny,
the goal.
yeah.
That's what
No.
the aim was.
to be fair, yes, without question. And I wasn't really worried about that just because of Danny is a master at what he does.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, Ice don't even stand on his tweets.
Ice don't
Like,
come with a game plan.
Yeah.
Danny came with one.
Yeah,
you feel
bro,
me? So
yeah.
it's a complete difference.
Yeah, it
And it's
was.
kinda-
It wasn't
yeah.
even close.
It's kind of cool to see Danny be serious too, because most of the time I hear him speaking,
The nigga-
he's in satirical characters.
yeah,
That's true. That's true.
You
Yeah.
feel me? He
Even
Yeah,
when
'cause
he's
he-
himself.
Yeah, even when
Yeah.
because even on our Patreons, that's like more off the record. He's
Yeah,
still
it's
he's still
laid
like
back.
yeah, he's chilling, but
Yeah.
he was like he's locked in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
shout out that good brother.
yeah, this nigga was taking shots at AD. He was taking some crazy shots at him. He was like Joe's supposed to sign him, but then he might have looked in, and if he's got a problem with Ice not applying himself and doing the research, maybe he just saw more of the same in AD. I said, damn. I said, oh shit, nigga.
That's what we call critical thinking.
Yeah, yeah. So a lot of these, what I do find funny though is like a lot of these bigger podcast people, they would be good at critiquing other podcasters. They just would never do it. It's like rare moments when they'll do it. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. You talking about?
I would say
Yeah.
during, because especially during that period, like AD was definitely coasting. Like he was not like applying himself for real.
Mail in
During,
ballots.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So that was 100% accurate read. You know what I'm saying? During that time period.
He kind of like the real AD.
Who?
AD. Like Anthony Davis in real life. Like, you know, he don't always have
Oh,
the
yeah.
motors. Like he's
Yeah.
capable,
Yeah.
but he don't always show up in games.
Facts.
Yeah.
Sound like you lost some parlays. Who was that?
Nah.
Oh,
Me.
okay.
Nah, that's real shit though.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
That's real shit.
Shout out to AD coming along.
We're about to get to the bottom of this shit.
What's the deal, Harry?
Yo, you're on Homeroom University, man.
Yo, what it do, Peppy?
Afternoon.
Man, finally, man, the AD redemption, man.
Yeah, man.
You want to
The
hero's
whole
journey right now.
university.
You on the hero's journey,
Yeah.
man. We about to add something to the hero's journey. You know what I'm saying? Based on how you respond.
Okay.
Based on how you respond to these questions. But everybody's here. Tone Groove, Jay Nobles.
Jay Nobles, white man
Man's on
behind the boards.
Yeah.
You know, the whole gang
Shout
is
out
up
to the
there.
I was about to
homies,
say,
man.
and it's nice to formally, you know what I mean, talk to you. This is Jay Nobles, by the way.
Yeah.
We haven't even formally spoken
Man,
yet. It's nice to formally
I know
speak.
your voice, man.
Yeah, it's nice to
I know your voice.
Yeah, it's nice to formally speak to you.
Hey,
man.
but yeah, let me hit
Yeah,
this.
man.
Let me hit this bell. We'll start a new segment real quick.
Okay, let's get going.
All right, man. We got AD on the phone. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know AD community clips. You know what I'm saying? But let's just jump right into it. So, you know, our man's Danny from the Stop went up to No Jumper this week, and he dropped his interview.
Okay.
And I don't know if you got to
I
see
seen-
it. Did
I
you
seen
see
some of it.
You seen some clips, I'm sure.
I seen I seen some of the clips.
Yeah, so there's a moment when Adam said that Joe was supposed to sign you.
That's not true.
That's not true at all.
Oh, that's false.
No. I talked to Joe about that too. Joe was like, I don't know where that came from. I don't know where that came from either. I know when we first left, Joe, Wack put us in touch with Joe. We was figuring out, what I'm saying, like he can help us, but he ain't never said nothing like, oh, I want to sign you or like sign everything like that. It was nothing like that.
Yeah, because you just did the episode with them a couple months later. It was like was it within the first month of y'all leaving?
I would say like I think 2 months, something like that.
Yeah, it wasn't no more than 2 months. Yeah, for sure. It was pretty early. Also, Adam was just saying shit. He probably just saw you up there and just thought
he was a little hurt.
You put a little hyperbole on it.
No, but it was never nothing like formally with him saying anything like that. You know what I'm saying? I seen the headline. I was like, where the hell is it from?
Yeah, I mean, shit. This nigga said it with some confidence, so I was like, shit, I got to ask this nigga.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, literally, yeah.
Yeah, like what happened?
He was very misinformed.
Okay.
Damn. Yo, how's your relationship? Y'all still cool?
Yo.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yo.
You said who?
How's your relationship? Y'all still cool, you and Adam?
I mean, I don't have a problem with the nigga. Like, if anything, he just bothers me. You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm just looking forward, bro, and just pushing, and I'm trying to like make sure I handle things the right way and not do stupid shit to do. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because he's like,
but I don't have any hate in my heart for that man.
right? No, I feel you. Yeah, because I mean, it feels like he's been moving and he's been working in overtime. I'm pretty much highlighting No Jumper had a good week this last week, because Lush came back, set shit on fire. You know what I'm saying? It was entertaining to me. It was It was bullshit, but it was also lit. You know what I'm saying?
Slide buffoonery. Yeah, for sure.
Like it was bullshit, but I can't act like I wasn't locked in.
I
Though,
was
you know what I'm
tuned in,
saying,
bro. I watched the whole shit.
So
It's hard to not watch car accidents, nigga. They be fireworks.
It was that shit was entertaining as a motherfucker. But
Hey, you ain't lying.
I know one of the things that he was saying too is that he was saying that you guys definitely wish you didn't leave, or you regret, doing the whole Figmunity. It's been almost a year now. So how you think the status of like Figmunity and y'all individual channels, everything's like kind of shaping up almost a year later?
Well, bro, this is when like people say stuff like that. It's not hard to like do reach. You understand? Like we have, just for instance, Prize Picks. Don't put the number on it. They just got Prize Picks. You know what I mean? Like we have very, very profitable things going through our collective channels, and all the way around. So it's like, I don't know, the narrative is that like, oh, we're not getting any money or anything. If anything, we're doing way better than we were ever doing, like financial wise. Gotcha. And within the first year of doing business, we didn't do no nigga shit. We decided that, hey, we're gonna put all this in the pot, and we're gonna work hard, and we fund all our own shows. We Starving is very, very expensive. We're doing it weekly. We're doing it weekly.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? That's very expensive, bro. We have a lot of expensive. Now we own all our camera equipment. We own all our lights. We own everything that we have now is not no stuff. It's no payment, bro. We're like, I literally just bought a red camera, bro. You feel me?
Yeah.
Does a part of you feel the weight of being the guy that's in charge and being able to handle all those different situations? Does a part of you feel like, you can kind of relate to what Adam's shoes were?
I would say this. It's literally, it makes it easier when you have people with allocated. You feel me? I'm not the best with like set design, different ideas like that. That's T-Rail strong suit. You know what I mean? I'm usually like,
who did the back on Fig? I'm sorry to cut you off.
T-Rail, bro.
Nigga,
he's always been great at that.
Nigga, he snapped on that shit.
He's a feng shui artist.
He's always been great at that. Always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so
and that's
go ahead, yeah.
No, go ahead, AJ.
Oh yeah. So all right. So one thing that I have to say, like, I know you were saying y'all didn't do no nigga shit to get there. Now I will say nigga shit is still going on the individual channels. Now I will say,
it always is.
Yeah. Like,
there's niggas involved.
Yeah, right.
It's part for the course.
Now, like, the main channel. So like one of my biggest things that I've had with Figmunity World, the actual channel, is like I know y'all got We Hungry on there, and then y'all got Shame on You, and then. But the only thing that bothers me is that it's still too much of what we saw you learn essentially. So I don't feel like it's a bad thing that y'all brought some of the things that y'all had at No Jumper and copied them over to Figmunity World. I don't see anything wrong with that, especially because y'all were spearheading some of the shows like the live streams and then of course the weekly podcast. And the food vlogs. But within this last year, we haven't seen it like branch out and create a new identity or another version, another identity that really like stamps Figmunity. You know what I'm saying? Like I still, within a year later, don't see the brand as strong. I see the individuals more stronger than the brand still. Does that make sense?
Well, no, it makes perfect sense. And that's one thing that we were talking about. And so for instance, right, like the food idea was always my idea. Of course, I'm gonna take something that was previously there. That was my idea. So T-Rail just spilled the beans. Me and Housestone got a show coming out. And it's not
shit, for real? Okay.
So
okay.
I mean, me personally, I'm not focusing more on podcasts.
Yeah.
It's more on outside content, just to, like you said, to give it an identity. That's like one of my major strong suits, and it's just better numbers anyway.
Yeah.
We have another new series that Pun is starting. It's going to be on the Figmunity channel. We have it's like 5 or 6 new shows that are to the channel. So everything is going to be new shows on Community. I'm bringing the movie reviews back to Community as well too.
Okay.
So we're just everything out and trying different stuff. And T-Rail got a lot of dope ideas too. And bro, like by the end of this year, that you guys are going to see. You're like, okay, I see what they was talking about. Because it was like I said before, it was expensive to get started.
True.
So that's one thing that I can say. When we first started, we were like, okay, we have a lot of expenses. So instead of just putting out and wasting money where it's not, now we have a lot of money that we can throw at shows, a lot of stuff that we can do ideas with. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now there's no risk involved when it comes down to us producing shows and doing things. And I'm like, I'm super, super excited for me a House Phone show. Ain't nobody never did nothing like this. I ain't nobody do it. The chemistry is dope as on there, and there's no podcast, and ain't no sitting there. Because I feel like even that right now, just the live stream podcast is getting so saturated. And it's like, I don't want to see another podcast. I wouldn't want to see another podcast coming from our camp, honestly.
Yeah, bro, it's hard to it's the podcasting shit it's crazy right now. It's crazy. The oversaturation. Yeah, so cuz I mean, I was almost thinking as well too, like maybe I'm just being like like I'm rushing it in my own head. You know what I'm saying? Like within a year, in my mind, y'all niggas should have already had new shows rebranded outside of what you brought over, outside of the creative ideas that you brought from the other platform to the new platform. But at the same time, if you're saying like the money that y'all had to end up kicking out was more than you expected, but now you're at a better position, that makes sense too.
Nigga, adding a podcast
we're
to the
like
lineup is
super
like having a
good.
baby.
Yeah, true.
Facts.
Yeah.
And have you been thinking about
then commitment too?
Literally, and
You know what I'm saying? Everybody's doing it.
Yeah.
And have you been thinking about how you're gonna approach handling all these personalities? Because like you got some workplace experience where things went wrong and things went right in certain different methods. Like, have you been planning this?
Bro, it's just all about transparency, and I think that's the problem. I mean, when I first came to No Jumper, I didn't come to No Jumper for a check.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that I would even get paid.
Yeah.
When I first got there, that wasn't the goal. The goal was to, at the time, was to get eyes on my music, and then it blossomed into something else. So, I just feel like if you got great intentions for it, transparency is everything. Be upfront with what you expected, so you don't be disappointed.
Right.
And I feel like a lot of times that's what happens. People have all these great expectations. Oh, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get paid this. I'm gonna get this. And if it doesn't pan out that way, then you see people part ways and people start pocket watching, and bullshit be happening when it comes down to that. So like me as a boss, I'm focusing on what I'm supposed to do. Anybody that's part of the team, they can ask me something. I'm gonna be 100% transparent with you. And a lot of these times too, we did learn some stuff. It's like certain shows, certain things, it may not produce the right amount of money. You get what I'm saying? And it makes sense to do we starving every week now because that's probably the biggest show that we have and it's paying the most.
Got you.
So
yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So now it's it's like I said, it's just about transparency, and then two, it's like I'm not really focused on adding more people to the shit. The homies can do what they want to do, that's fine. But I just feel like our core of what we're doing, we got a lot more work that we got to do before we just continuing to bring in new characters and stuff like that.
Yeah. You know what? I'm glad you said that because that's something that I've been kind of complaining and kind of just kind of been irritated with the West Coast niggas just in general is that like I feel like y'all get caught up, and not you in particular, but I feel like a lot of West Coast dudes get caught up that West Coast is the world. You know what I'm saying? So like the content doesn't translate outside of that city as well to the East Coast or the South. You know what I'm saying? And I think so like I know you said you want to do it with the people that y'all have now, but I feel like that's one of the biggest issues. You know what I'm saying? That it's with everybody that you have now. Like I feel like y'all need to go like a little bit younger and somebody who just moved there from Texas or fucking Florida or something. You know what I mean? Like a new nigga that or new people 2 to 3 that bring a whole new energy. Cause I feel like that'll help just
branch out,
even it out.
And it's not even what they might talk about. They might talk about the same thing, but it's just the fact that they're bringing that different energy that's different than y'all same energy that y'all have already cultivated and already had. You know what I'm saying?
It's just not so LA.
In short, the South got something to say.
Yeah.
Oh no, I agree with that 100%. And that's part of the new strategy with like We Starving, where I'm like, okay, every month we're gonna go to a different city. We're gonna shed light on that too, nigga, and in return, we're meeting a lot of dope people. Oh, bro, I just got off the plane right now.
Yeah, because you was just in DC, right?
I was in New York and then I went to DC.
Gotcha. Yeah, nigga, you be moving though.
Yeah.
So you have bird.
Yeah,
bro, that's my strong suit, bro. I go. That's one thing when they play around. They say party crip and all that. Like, yeah, bro. Like, I know how to network, and that's a lot of the reason why I'm at where I'm at right now. And nobody has a network game, I feel like, in my opinion, than me. I can get on that plane, I can go meet people, I can build them connections. Yeah, and that's another reason why as well, too. We get certain sponsors and we get certain people that's hitting us up, and we get certain meetings and stuff, and people are like, oh, okay, you have to be the biggest podcaster in this. You just have to move around, rub them, rub them shoulders with them people. Yeah, you're gonna make that shit happen, and that's my job, being one of the leaders of this Figmunity thing. That's what I'm good at.
No, nigga, you really kill that shit. I'm like, you be killing that networking shit.
I don't hit that yellow big
I've
roll.
literally never met a nigga who networks better than you. Like niggas will say,
oh yeah, big shout out to Prize Picks, man. You feel me? Yeah, so extending our contract. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, shout out to that.
Yeah, man,
but yeah, bro. Your networking is like that shit is unmatched, bro. Because for those who don't know, when we went up to since AD has like even gotten in contact with us, the nigga has been super helpful. Not even, and that's the thing, you're not helpful like a nigga will just say I'll help you but give you half the story. This nigga will give you like the email and everything.
Yeah.
Like,
he's a good brother.
Yeah, he's a good brother. Yeah. So yeah, your networking is real. So it's so real to the point that like the following week after we connected, I was like, fuck, man, I can't even kick 80's back in like that no more, man. Like, fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, I fuck with this nigga too much. This gonna be so much harder.
Got some emotional sentimental.
Nigga, last week,
you made him biased.
Yeah, bro, you made me biased. Look, last week after the shit with you and OT outside of San Diego, I couldn't even verbally say this nigga I couldn't even say this nigga got his ass whooped, man.
AG would have to put your shirt on, nigga.
But see, that's the thing right there, bro, and that's the strong suit as well. Like, I love Naruto, bro. And Naruto's one of them guys that, as time goes by, bro, people believe in him, they love him, and bro, even that situation, bro, like nobody wants to see me fail in any type of way because they know what type of person I am.
Yeah, facts, dog.
Shout out my nigga, man.
Yeah,
for real.
That's that, man. I live by that, bro. Yeah. I really live by that.
That's your ninja way.
And it's that's the ninja way. Hey, no, but on some real shit, like y'all deserve it, bro. Like what y'all doing, because just I'm like randomly, I'm like, who are these niggas that's talking about us?
Yeah,
like, and I just started watching, and I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
And then I just, I just kept looking, I kept looking, and then I'm like, okay, all it takes is somebody to be like, here's a helping hand. It don't cost nothing, bro.
Facts.
Yeah, nah.
It doesn't cost anything, and we need to have more people that do stuff like that. And it's too much of this self-hatred and this bullshit, bro. We young black men out here, bro. We making something out of nothing. Y'all making something out of nothing right now. Like when I seen y'all on the Joe Budden show, bro, that shit made me super happy.
Yeah.
Because I was like, yeah, there we go. We got somebody else in the door right there, bro. Because there's too many people who don't look like us, who don't give us opportunities like that.
Right.
And we be our own worst enemy all the time. We'll see another brother and be like, you know what? Man, fuck that nigga. I'm about to come do this over here. And nah, nigga, share the wealth.
Yeah, true.
Because now you're going to extend that network. And now, look, just like you said, you got somebody like AJ now. And y'all are like, hey, oh, that's the homie, nigga. And then we can move each other resources around and do that. Then we can bring more people in and help them get on their feet and get cracking. But y'all deserve everything y'all got coming right now.
Yeah.
I appreciate
like
you,
it's like friendly competition doesn't mean opposition. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah.
It don't gotta mean opposition. You know what I'm saying? We can help each other and still like be in the same ball game.
Yeah.
Bro, when you great at what you do, bro, can't nobody stop what you got going on.
Facts.
It doesn't matter. I know one thing about me, right? I can go move around, and what I do is only that I could do.
Facts.
What you guys can do is only what you guys can do.
Yeah, facts.
And people are going to see greatness in there, and they're going to reward you because of that. So yeah, it's easy to be like, hey, look, they over there right there. Hey, you should go look that way. I do that with everybody.
True.
Hey, look that way, man. Go do this over here. Hey, go do this. Because that also makes you look good.
Yeah.
They're like, damn, he got an eye for talent. He got an eye for this over here. Oh, he can do this. That's what this is. Because even getting into this podcast space and live streaming space as a rapper, do you know how scary that is? People are like, are you stupid?
Shit, especially y'all.
You're going to ruin everything.
Yeah, I mean, especially y'all, because y'all got the gang shit hanging over your head. Like, bro, every time I really sit and think, I be like, how the fuck can niggas get shit done? It's just too much going on. Like, you can't even just like jump over and record something real quick because you don't know what side of town is on. Who
get
owns
a quick croissant or something.
Yeah, who
like,
owns the studio? Like, nigga, I don't be stressed going over to the coffee shop. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, fuck that shit. Like, it's too stressful. I know I couldn't live out there. Fuck that shit. I couldn't do it.
But that's why the representation with somebody like me matters, because I have a lot of plugs, and having that network game, it's easy to bridge the gap and do that. But being able to jump out on that limb and say, all right, I'm gonna do something that hasn't really been done before, especially for coming from where we come from. Right. People was telling me, like, if you do this podcast stuff, it's gonna be the end of you. Is this is that, and I'm like, it would have been the dumbest decision in my life if I was just listening to niggas. Like, nah, I'm going to jump out here. I'm going to do this. I'm going to let God guide me. And look what is happening. Look what's spun off because of that. Look what's, all of us even on this conversation with each other right now is us not being afraid of doing stuff that people may think is not
Right.
cool. And now the shit everybody told me not to do, everybody trying to do it.
That's a whole fact. Yeah, that's a whole fact. Niggas are definitely trying to play catch up right now. But shit, man. We don't want to take up too much of your time. We're going to keep moving to these next segments, man. But we appreciate you calling in for real and looking out for us when we was in New York. All type of shit, man.
Hell yeah.
Hey, man, we're gonna keep it going. And anytime y'all need me, man, I'm one call away. Much love.
Hell yeah. Appreciate you, bro.
And if you ever in Carolina, you good.
Yeah,
yes,
sir.
Hey, I'm coming, man.
Yeah,
I'm keeping the shirt on.
All right, then.
Just wear some suspenders or something.
Please
Keep that shit
keep the shirt on.
strapped.
All right, bro.
All right, yeah.
Peace.
Nigga said,
Yeah, shout out to AD, man.
not my shirt.
Hey, he's a good sport.
Yeah.
He'll keep the shirt on.
Right.
Shout out to AD.
All right, man. Let's jump over to this no jumper. Let's jump over to this Lush. Let's just get to it, because
Oh my God.
this is where it really gets.
This shit is crazy.
So shout out to Adam, because Adam, when I say he dipped into all specialty bags this week, he dipped into all specialty bags. He hit the content creator side. He had the one for us. You know what I'm saying?
He did.
With the Danny from the Stop. Then he brought the cocaine bot back.
He damn sure did.
And Lush
in
didn't
the best
just
fashion.
Lush didn't just come back and just like Lush came back like that was an audition to get that job back.
There was a point where he was dancing like Happy Feet, right?
Yeah, there was. There was at the end where he was just like, hey.
Yeah.
But the nigga, it was like a 4-hour live stream. There were so many. It was literally a humiliation ritual.
Bro,
I mean, the entire time.
It was a light haze. It was a light haze.
It was more than light, bro. They called one of the bitches from the Discord.
They damn sure did.
And the chick from the Discord was literally just cursing this nigga out for like 10 minutes.
There was a couple people cursing him out.
It was.
Yeah. It was a couple people.
Oh my God, dog.
I don't know who had the best one.
I don't know who had the best one either, but when the girl from the Discord called and they had her picture up there and it was just like this random emo ass looking chick, I was like, oh, they really pulled it off. They really did it this week.
They went on with a skid row to find this scallywag.
They didn't give a fuck. They pulled out all the stops, and I couldn't believe it was happening. But then Almighty called it, and that's when things got a little bit more serious.
Yeah, no.
But what do I have in there? What clip do I have in there?
It was
about the fade, right?
The clip with the phone call.
Yeah. Click on. We'll pull that up.
Because allegedly, like, there was an argument. Lush had called, one of his homies.
He was on paperwork. Yeah,
his father.
Yeah, he alluded to your name's on. There's a name. One of your names is on paperwork, and Almighty's a junior.
His senior.
Yeah. So that's what they was alluding to. Mm-hmm. But it was funny because, the niggas at the table literally just stopped motion and they was like, oh, niggas on paperwork.
And they were just trying to figure it out. Like, they was like, whoa,
that's exception right now.
They were somewhat biased, but they was like, all right, what's going on?
And shout out to Bricc, baby, because he was like, yo, you can't be saying that.
Mm-hmm. And DW Flame was like, he was playing with the bullshit.
Yeah,
like,
he thought it was a game.
He thought everything was a game until the paperwork. He said, hey, look, man, I fuck with you, but you can't just throw that out. Like, because now I have to really get down to the bottom of this. I was like, damn.
Who is that big nigga in the back?
DW Flame.
Why is that nigga not on a practice field somewhere playing football? That
nigga's big as fuck.
This nigga, he chose the wrong town.
Yeah, but he's on No Jumper Show. So, like, we never covered it. Just because I feel like when it did happen, I didn't realize it was like kind of relaunching. The No Jumper Show has relaunch on every Tuesday again. Dropping every Tuesday. So when they had canceled it, it was just canceled for a couple months, and now it's back with
a little hiatus
with Bricc Baby and DW Flame because pretty much Desto Dub just stopped coming after the whole press situation.
Yeah,
so
understandably,
that was literally the last episode. Like, they did an episode, the whole press thing happened.
He never did.
He never came back.
Yeah.
So they
sound like a rational guy.
Extremely rational. Yeah, literally.
From this coast.
He sound like you have a life insurance policy, nigga.
Nigga said, I'm a businessman. I'm not dealing with
that
this
nigga was
responsible.
That nigga went to Miami. Got far away.
Yeah, this is when they called in though. That's what you wanted, right?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Just because this is Lush foaming at the mouth.
Bro,
who gives a fuck?
Once he realized he went too far, he didn't even know how to back out.
I loved it.
Nah, he was vulnerable because there was a point where he was like, all right, Almighty, I'll be honest. He was like, I'll be honest. You hurt my feelings and I said something out of spite.
Yeah.
And then Almighty was still like, "Cup."
Nigga, it took him like 15 minutes to get there too.
It did. He was so committed to the crash out, bro.
He was like, all right, Almighty. Like, I was like, yo,
bro, that's the crazy thing.
He's coming down from the high.
He sobered up when the dad got on the phone.
Oh, man.
It seemed like he really respects him.
He got straight. Oh, yeah, for sure. Because, essentially, him and his dad are friends.
Yeah.
So it's just like, this is my friend's
He
son.
was just trying to hurt his feelings, and he ended up hurting a nigga that was kind of his homie. So it was like, fuck.
Hey, listen, Lush. That's what he said. His dad, hey, you know who this is. Hey, listen, look. My son need that.
Yeah. And not even his homie, his big bro.
Yeah.
And that nigga was talking about some like, man, last time you see me at the barbecue, it was nothing but nigga cookies and butterflies. Nigga, it was none of this.
Lush loves to say after he just like said some disrespectful shit to a nigga.
Yeah.
But last time I saw him, we was hugging, saying I love you. I was like, nigga, you just disrespected them, bro. It's like,
bro,
he does that shit all the time.
That's the other thing I took from this. Lush didn't know who his friends were at all. He kept saying, I thought we were friends. And everybody's like, we were never friends.
Yeah, that's a fact.
What
that's
the
a fact.
fuck?
Yeah,
he was high most of these interactions.
He's on defense mode 24/7. That's what a high is when you're high.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's just a.
And that's the thing too, man. I don't know if he's strung out right now, but junkies make good content. You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, that was literally the first time I've watched that much No Jumper in one sitting.
But this shit was 4
Yeah, do a
hours.
nice little binge.
And it was weird because it was a lot of nothing. But I still watched it.
But it was
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
But it
amazing.
was I was waiting for it's like it's gonna be something. Oh, it was something.
It's like
And then
flavored.
it kept happening just a little bit. Like, oh, no.
He never ran out of anything to say. Like he was going. You know what
Because
I'm
he
saying?
eventually got up and was like, "Yo, Almighty, I'm sorry." Like,
But then they went outside and that nigga didn't show up. But yeah, let's play this. Just where we're at right now.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yep.
What up, bro?
All right. So you feel me? The niggas in the car right now is very heavy traffic. But I'm with the nigga that you was alluding. That is the snitch, and he want to talk to you.
I don't even know what you're talking about, dude. Like,
I'm talking about bitch ass nigga. Hold on. You know exactly.
Hold
on. Hey, hold on. Let me turn this light on right quick.
hold on. Hey, what the song? The verse finna drop.
Yeah,
Hold on,
what's
hold on.
cracking, Lush? Talk to me. What's cracking?
Let's just do like this.
I don't even know what. I at this point, I don't even know what this is about, bro.
Oh, okay. All right. Long as it ain't about me or my name, or it ain't about no snitch shit or no shit. Hold on.
Hey,
Cause niggas and niggas will get that shit though, bro.
is this? Hold on, bro. Is this?
It's cool right here.
Is this big bro? Big bro.
It's cool.
Hold on a second. Have I ever done anything?
I'm letting you know. Hey, I'm gonna tell you and anybody else up there. Hey, I don't play like that, homie. That's on my mom.
And that's I said if you bring up some paperwork, it will. Hey, this Bricc. I said if you bring up some paperwork, it will get serious.
I just saw you and questioned you about that, and you was all good and shit.
Whoa.
Good.
Hold on, big bro. I
Shit like that, man.
hold on. But like,
My mama, nigga.
I didn't mention your name. I didn't say anything about you snitching.
I don't know who on the phone.
You said Almighty name is some paperwork.
But that wasn't Almighty talking.
Stop talking, Lush. Stop talking, Lush. Did you?
Hold on. Hey, yo.
He sounds very emotional about
Who we
this.
got on the phone?
That's suspect. Let's hear what suspect has to say.
No, suspect.
That ain't his daddy. It's his daddy.
Oh, that's your dad. That's your dad on the phone.
And so he tends to bring his dad into the situation.
the way he took the phone, is he a principal agent? Like, is he the most highest ranking official in there?
He's one of the highest ranking street niggas in there for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
So,
does he know Almighty? It almost sounds like
he does know Almighty, but he
Okay.
didn't know that his dad was on the phone too.
Sounds like it don't matter. It sound-
like he literally just kind of figuring all this.
Yeah,
it sounds like he want
I-
to get to the bottom of this shit. They
Yeah,
need a
pretty much.
bottom
I
of
think
it.
paperwork in LA is so serious that even if we have no affiliation and this nigga says you got paperwork, I'll help you work this out because you might owe him a fade. You know what I'm saying? Like
they all know how deep it is.
Yeah, it's like it seems that serious at all times.
He's like, yo, it's Bricc. We gotta handle this.
Yeah.
Let's figure this
The
out.
tension in my room at my house watching changed.
Yeah,
When the nigga said, I was like,
You got nervous, right?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like I was like,
Started grabbing your receipts and shit.
Yeah, go to Reddit just because it's like this stream was 4 hours.
Yeah,
the ones who watch, they know there was too many. Just search Lush.
God bless you.
There
if
was
you
just
watched
too
all
many
that.
moments.
so many, bro.
That like I don't even know what to highlight. I just feel like the Reddit is gonna have a nice. We just click through a couple of them.
Yeah.
Just because it's like I don't even know where to start. Like
Look, if you had to have a 10-day contract,
go up.
This was a
Go,
first. This
go
was a
to
good first
time
game
last week.
Yeah,
for sure.
If you're trying to get a roster spot,
past week,
you got to keep this up. It's got to be sustainable. Maybe a few more rebounds next game, but you got to prove that you're worthy.
Exactly.
Especially if one of our guards get hurt, and it's like, nigga, you.
Oh, somebody gonna get hurt. Yeah. Somebody gonna get high.
This is part for the course.
Yeah, so Lush did end up running in. They did meet up, and he ran the fade with Almighty Suspect.
And what were the results of that
Who
interaction?
do y'all think won?
I know who won. So
wait, was Lush sober?
Was Almighty sober, nigga? They both get,
Yeah, they do. They both get to
Shout out to Drink. I think Lush is Mexican.
No, he's white.
He's white.
He's white.
He's white, but he's also a fat junkie.
I feel like
which is an anomaly. That's something.
And I feel like he has something to prove. I'm gonna take Lush.
I think Almighty may have won by crowd and
I don't think Almighty got the stamina.
Pause.
I know what you mean though. I think he might have won just because I don't know if Lush is coordinated enough, just by the way that I watch him. But I think Lush has what you're talking about. The stamina.
He has the intangibles.
All you need is one haymaker.
He got the intangibles. Yeah, and I think Lush might have called him a few times that Almighty might not have expected. So I don't think it was a wash either way. I think it was a close fight. and I think 𝙼𝙾𝚃 might have got the edge.
I think especially because I feel like he's more likely to throw first.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Like just more prepared for action.
Well, if this was a put together,
and then you gotta understand, Lush is on junkie time. It's like his reaction time is different.
And the only reason, because the way Lush was talking, it makes me feel not as confident, especially when you're the OG, quote unquote. You know what I'm saying? Like, just looking at the younger homie, even if he's a little bigger than you, like, the mental should be there where it's like, all right, this is my little homie. I should know more. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But coming from an OG that's watched, you can understand, like, the dilemma that Lush is in, to where it's like, I want to be capable of doing what I was able to do. It's just not
that was like
this
the
is
first.
Even, this is
that
even
was
fun,
good.
This is even funnier because like everybody watching this knows the results already, so they're just watching y'all. They're watching y'all work
Speculate.
out.
But this is how it happens in real time.
Yeah.
But let us,
podcast, baby.
So yeah, these are the results of the fight.
I fucking knew it. Hold on, so it wasn't that bad. Wait a minute.
What does it say? 6 times?
Yeah. All right, I'm finna run it.
Just ran that fade with 𝙼𝙾𝚃. Yeah, I used the motherfucking mouth guard. You feel me? To protect my motherfucking teeth and shit. You feel me? I got too many racks. But you feel me? Rolled over there, Dolo. Did
Now
my
click,
shit.
hit pause real quick.
You see what the fuck it is?
I'm not mistaken. That is a FUBU hoodie on, right?
I'm distracted by that.
I'm
bloody
surprised you
tampon
even
is over.
noticed that.
That is a FUBU hoodie, right?
I have to go back and look.
That is how a nigga dresses when he's about to go to, like, that's the
Oh,
old
yeah.
hoodie.
Yeah.
Like,
I
that
think
is
so.
what you wear
He
to,
probably got
to go run
Vaseline
a
on his
fade. You know what I'm
face.
saying?
Yeah.
You throw your old hoodie that
That's
you
what
don't.
Rocky was running in.
Yeah.
With that black dude. What's his name? R.I.P.
Apollo Creed.
Apollo Creed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
So yeah, go ahead. Yeah, keep
run
going.
that.
But you feel me? Rolled over there, Dolo. Did my shit. You see what the fuck it is? Ain't nobody playing.
Kept his
See
receipts.
me though, I'm cool. Stood on 10 toes, handle business. He did his thing, you feel me? He did his thing. I went over there, Dolo, handle business. Shouts to, you feel me? Big bro for making sure that wasn't no pack outs, wasn't no funny shit, because I was over there, slid to the, you feel me, to the trenches in South Central, solo dolo, you feel me?
The lone wolf.
Solo dolo, and I handled my, can't nobody tell me shit. Can't nobody tell me shit, that's man shit. While I'm in the midst of doing things like providing for my family and taking care of me and mines. What
There's
the fuck I
92
got
people
going
watching
on, you
this.
feel me? Like, this ain't nothing special, there's nothing to glorify. But you feel me? Like, this is what happens every single day. Regardless of where you from. Motherfuckers stay getting down, you feel me? It's nothing, but y'all see me? You feel me? Like, I'm straight. Yeah, I kind of, his last, yeah, he knocked me down, fool. I ain't gonna lie.
He loses
Down a
with
few
grace.
times.
He loses with good
I beat down like
grace.
4 times. Like, y'all, we get back up and we ran that shit.
Down like 4
I got my
times.
licks off,
God
you feel me?
damn.
He definitely did his shit.
Pause real quick.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, bro, that was one of the things that, like, I know you. I feel like everybody kind of judged me when I said I need these niggas to start throwing hands or shooting at each other.
Yeah.
You know, because it was getting on my nerve. It's all these potential fights over there. It seems like it's always we might run this, we might do that. Why do these niggas keep missing each other? It's getting frustrated. We have officially saw one complete arc. Of a nigga call the fade out, run the fade within 48 hours, and then now Lush is on
Within 24 low key.
Yeah, within 24. It was about 48, I think.
Oh, okay.
But then Lush is back on No Jumper again, not as a host or anything like that, but he's on Here We Go again.
Yep, on the show. I saw the
The joint with Flacco. He had an appearance tonight.
𝙼𝙾𝚃, and 𝙼𝙾𝚃.
And 𝙼𝙾𝚃, yeah.
Yep.
And him and 𝙼𝙾𝚃 were beefing too.
Yep.
Wow.
He might have
What's that
number 2.
dynamic gonna be like?
I don't know, because it was like it was running while we're doing this.
Pre-show,
I think.
yeah.
So I didn't see anything like get screen recorded in the Reddits. I don't. Maybe nothing cracking has happened just yet. You know, I don't know.
Give it some time.
Yeah, there's no way nothing comes of that. You know what I'm saying?
Lush he just needed. It sounds like he's very happy he has this story to tell.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm feeling like. He's, in a couple
That's
years,
a good way to put it.
5-10 years, he's going to be happy. Well, he is happy now.
Nigga, you see the sunshine on his face?
Yeah.
He just had a 𝙭𝐶 Matata.
Yeah, this is a
said, I'm straight.
It might be an eye-opening moment for him too. I don't know the last time he got into a fight. He said he got like be close to death type shit.
This is definitely an eye swelling moment.
Yeah, he was just grateful it was fucking delegated by a higher official. Shout out to Almighty Senior. Suspect Senior.
Yeah.
Shit crazy.
Yeah, so that last one that I sent.
Lush was ready
This is a video of
outside.
him during the live stream going outside.
And Almighty could, I don't know why I thought Almighty couldn't lose in front of his father.
Not with
That's
Dad
not
dead.
happening.
Yeah, that's not happening.
That's not happening. He's going to have to get his own ride home.
He's going to take his flag away.
Yeah, that's true. Shouldn't think about
You're
it.
banished, nigga.
Yeah, it's just no way at all.
No more cripping for you.
This is when they went outside.
This is when they went outside, yep.
Don't do that because we ain't gonna make suspects. This was going on.
It ain't good, no, whatever y'all doing.
Yeah, we out in the alley right now. Good morning. We in the alley right now. How we doing? And nobody's gonna film anything. I told everybody.
They got boom mics.
This nigga Lush trying to keep his balance.
Yeah, he's ready. Okay, the last thing that I'll do want to see.
His opponent wasn't there though, right?
He never showed up. Suspect never showed up.
That was that day.
And was there an alibi?
That was, huh?
Was there an alibi for that?
I don't know. You know, there's always a way out of things. It seems, I
don't address it.
I can't keep up with these niggas no more.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
bro.
saying? Because I heard I'm on the way, and then he said I'm outside. Long story short, at least it happened though. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what came of that, but at least it happened. But one other thing too is that
Glad their beef is settled.
go to the I want to watch from the No Jumper. Go to the No Jumper clips channel, or just do No Jumper like Google, YouTube No Jumper, and Discord, because that girl calling, y'all gotta hear the humiliation that was going on during the stream. That was crazy.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Oh, damn, Siri.
Shut up. And I only saw like a quick snippet of it. How long did it last for?
On the Lush joint when she was talking to him?
Yeah, go to No Jumper clips on the YouTube channel. How long did that clip last?
Yeah.
Her talking? The clip was like 20 minutes. She was talking for like 17. Going in on this nigga.
Like on what level was it? Like you're balding, you're bitch ass nigga. Like
It was like I was in love with you and then you hurt me.
Oh.
Yeah, but I couldn't believe this was even happening. Like on the show, I'm like, damn, they done pulled all the stops out for this shit.
He said, nigga, you miss Pippin.
They put on their best suits.
You giving niggas allegations.
The chick was married, but she was talking like that was her ex right there.
Yep.
She was talking like that was her ex. I was like,
she was going in on him.
I'm so confused. Didn't you just say you was married?
Yes.
Adam did some savage shit though. Adam said, "Oh, hold on, we have somebody calling actually right now." She was like, "Yeah, you bitch." You know, I was like, "Damn."
Oh my
That
god.
shit was funny.
I love an angry white woman.
That shit was funny.
But she didn't even start off when I heard it like she was about to go in, and then once it flipped, it was like
it was over.
It was over.
Yeah, once the switch got flipped, it was over.
It's like, God damn, this bitch really hate this nigga. Oh, one second.
Hello?
Oh, hi. Who's this?
This is Adam 22. Who's this?
This is Sadie Perry.
Oh,
Sadie, what's up?
Sadie.
That's not Katy Perry.
I believe that. Don't you and Lush have a little bit of a history?
We do.
Yeah, we do.
Let me talk to my homegirl, man.
Unfortunately, our lives collided.
You and Lush's lives collided. All right, Lush. Like, what do you want to say to him?
Okay. So I got a whole thing written out, but like I won't do it all. Lush. Are you listening?
I'm absolutely listening, Sadie.
Okay, great. You hurt me more than you will ever know or have ever shown the capacity to know in all of these months. I told you time and time again not to fucking trust the Discord, not to speak about confidential shit related to work, and how little I ever wanted to be the subject of any public attention. I knew you were the type of person to blame everyone else for your stupid actions, but not only Did you do the absolute most to crawl up a neo-Nazi's ass, who kept kicking you out of the Discord, by the way? Not only did you repeatedly speak on things that I told you not to, your immediate reaction was...
I would have left perfect. You pause on the right frame for his face.
Yeah.
That's what this is. It's like,
because this is like...
I would have left that hoe too. She sound controlling. That like I told you so. Like goddamn, you telling this nigga a lie.
And she's married too. I'm like, what the?
She's a skank.
right. Like, because I'm like, First of all, to start the conversation off with, "You've hurt me more than I'll ever know."
Oh,
and then like
I've heard that before.
And then within like 6 minutes, she's like, because I think one of them was like, "Did you fuck this girl?" And then she was like, "Oh no, she's married." She was like, "Yeah, she's a husband." I said, "Nigga, this is weird." But they had some weird relationship going on.
Probably sharing needles.
Yeah, so I don't know, but
allegedly,
he probably sold her a bag of baking soda.
Yeah, the cocaine bot's back, y'all. I don't know. This is his second appearance in less than 5 days.
Yeah,
on No Jumper. That's good. I'm sure here we go again. Views will spike tonight, even though I don't know what happened yet because I don't see any clips in the Reddit. So obviously nothing major happened.
I will say, even though it was very entertaining, it was so many ups and downs. Like the nigga really was like glazing Adam a whole lot too.
Yeah.
Bro, it was disgusting.
Where's
disgusting.
that part where that nigga was like all up and dancing and shit like like the inflatable dude that be outside?
I have that clip,
Swear to
but
God.
oh my God, they said Lush got exposed.
He's practicing the 17th law of power. Appease your masters.
This nigga got him on here.
Bro, he was glazing, bro. Big time.
He was glazing.
He kept asking the chat to like say, who do you want more on No Jumper and shit like that? Like, do you want me or suspect, nigga? Like,
But he's also trying to
Let's do
sell
another
himself.
poll.
He's also
like,
trying to sell himself. So,
but that's what I'm saying. He's trying to sell himself to get back on the show. It was clear. It was evident. Like, he was literally... If Adam offered him a contract, he's going to accept it. He don't even got to pay him as much.
Did you like this campaign?
He can probably downgrade how much he was paying last time, and Lush is going to be like, I'm here.
He has a knife in his pocket ready to slice his thumb, put that shit on that paper.
Yeah, fucking ritual, right?
For sure.
All right,
It's a blood
so
oath.
apparently there is a screen recording out of Lush getting embarrassed.
With some breaking news?
This happened tonight, and so yeah, let's see what
Lush gets exposed.
So we can close the chapter of this. This is almost 3 minutes, and then this will be the last Lush clip because this is going to close the entire arc.
Who's the guy to the far right?
Lush is to the that's Lush.
Shit.
Lush, Dejan, Flacco.
He's hiding.
Suspect.
And this is after fade.
This is after fade. This is right
AF.
now.
This is AF.
Yeah, this is yeah.
Shit.
All right, let's buzz it.
Boom. So I felt like anytime I throw a punch, I hit him. I feel like he's flopping and he's trying to end the fight immediately.
Damn, he did
so
not-
that's how there was 3 rounds. So like every time.
So
it's not like I'm pressing it and I'm like, it's because every time I hit him,
No, I legitimately didn't flop.
He
but
LeBron James.
He was knocking me down. He was knocking me down. He knocked me down.
He LeBron James. Because Flacco, if I'm just hitting you with little, see how far you went jabs.
Why is it sped up?
I have no idea.
But this is so much funnier.
I'm kind of glad it's sped up,
bro.
because it's sped up and it's almost 3 minutes.
Oh God!
So this is probably like a 6-minute clip. You know what I'm saying?
But run it again. That was.
But it is kind of perfect that it is sped up.
No,
though.
fucking funny. He said, "All right, boom."
And I'm looking at Lush because he's talking about it.
He knocked me down.
He LeBron James. Because Flacco, if I'm just hitting you with little, see how far you went jabs. One time for show, I see him already going down before the punch is even.
I wasn't
That's 100% fact.
He knocked me down.
That's 100%.
He knocked me down.
But you said though that your punches ain't hurt. So how did the punches not hurt, but still, you dropped?
Let me explain something, fool. Like I hadn't been in a fight in years before that. You feel me? I couldn't even tell you. But and that's what. And hell yeah, that wasn't a fight. But and hell yeah, you know what? I was more nervous just because I hadn't thrown a punch, hadn't been hit, hadn't had anything like that happen for a long time. But I'll tell you what, I'm not out here looking for fades. But that experience made me realize like
you ain't turning nothing down. You are looking for fades when you calling people snitches. You're looking for fades. Yes, you are.
I'm talking about post.
I'm just saying.
I'm talking about post.
You're completely looking for whatever.
This is the post fade autopsy. I'm not talking about what transpired with us. I'm saying since then, it made me realize like a lot about how I would approach my next fight. And you feel me? Like, and I'm definitely like, I'm not inviting fades, but I'm definitely not afraid to fight anybody.
Lush question, Lush. So like, what decision went into keeping the napkin with your blood on it and holding it until the IG live?
I have that shit on my ear. We kicked it for like maybe
Oh my God.
Flacco, go ahead.
Yeah.
That
Going
nigga.
crazy.
It's crazy. He talks so slow already. He sound normal, sped down.
Holy shit.
Oh, sped
Yo,
up. Yeah.
watching this podcast on whatever this sped up percentage is hitting right now.
Yeah, nah, this might be their speed.
Yeah, for real.
Shout out to
Yeah.
1.25x.
Yeah, for real.
Thank God.
Nigga,
But
this
nah,
is crazy.
they just talking about it. Like just
They
chopping
are,
it
yeah,
up.
keep going.
I was hitting them with the jab. And Lauren, y'all know that. The jab. When I
This nigga, whatever, bro. Nigga, you know that too.
Lord, all y'all know.
Yeah,
whatever.
All y'all know how that feels.
Yeah,
I hate that narrative.
It's
What
not a
narrative?
narrative.
All right,
We're not
yeah.
gonna go into it.
Yeah, it's a war.
Please don't.
You know, first of all, I had that shit on my ear. We kicked it for like what, maybe an hour or and change afterwards.
Like,
You feel me?
wait,
So after the fourth time where you hit him and he stayed down or he got back,
After the third time, I wanted to call it. I was like, bro,
you on the floor like,
I'm
no,
like,
bro,
I
like,
got
can
enough.
this be over?
He's like, nah,
I'm like, no, bro.
We already
I
said-
know for a fact. I'm like, get up,
back up.
Yeah,
I
get
got
up.
myself back up. I got myself back up.
Got back up.
Yeah. Then after that last one, that's when I think he really started trying to like.
Because I know for a fact he's flopping because I'm testing you at this point. After the first one, I'm just.
Lush, that's not honorable now, man.
It's not that. What,
That's what I
Yo,
know.
Lush was saying that you can't do a copy, please, and then you started to fake
Yeah,
go
so
down.
there's no way. There's no way.
Let's try to throw the fight.
Listen, and I'm only saying this because he tried to walk in here and hit the niggas with the I pulled up and I should get. No, you shouldn't. You should get all that if you would have actually fought. You did.
That's me. But like, hey, Sus, that's the hard that I had.
Yeah, he knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing. Once he couldn't talk his way out of it,
Wait,
he had a plan.
pause. I was thinking this because his face didn't really look that fucked up. Because you remember when he fucked up 𝔂𝚃, Almighty?
Yeah.
Like,
You
His
know, face was fucked up.
It was like
He
had
also
braces.
He had braces.
it was, but it's still the same thing though.
Braces
Like,
make a
one
fight
one
look
hit will fuck
disgusting.
you up.
yeah,
One hit.
braces. But the idea of this nigga Lush just
Lush flopping in a fight
collapsing.
sounds accurate as fuck.
Like
I
trying to
could-
get knocked
he's
out every
I can
time.
deflating.
see that. Yeah, I can
Yeah.
definitely see like getting one and just be like, okay, you got your aggression out. We're good. We're good, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's crazy.
wow.
Yo, that's funny as
That's
fuck.
wow.
I'm
Yo,
not even-
I would need another one.
yeah, I'm not even mad at the strategy because just like Almighty said, he said you was about to come in here and be like, yeah, I pulled up for my fade, nigga, and he's like, no, you didn't. You flopped the whole time. So it's like I didn't even really get to beat you up.
Yeah, you wanted to get beat.
He was lucky he got that little cut on him just to
Yeah, it's
that,
crazy though.
that he walked away with a little something.
And if you're Almighty, fighting a nigga like that does get annoying. It's like I'm not even gonna continue. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
Stand
fuck.
up,
yeah,
nigga.
bro.
Damn.
I would have been punching him on the ground, but I don't think that's West Coast rules.
I don't think his father would have respected that.
Yeah,
His
that's
father,
what-
his father
I'd have
would have
been.
respected
The
that.
nigga's flopping. I'm just wailing on him on the ground.
It's
and
probably
fuck.
worse than snitching, actually.
Yeah, it probably is.
Well,
yeah.
he's not flopping anymore. You're actually whooping his ass. At that
Yeah.
point.
Yeah. I was
Flop
about to
is
say.
done.
All right, yeah, let's watch the rest of this just because.
Like, all right, bet. I know exactly what I'm gonna do. As soon as he throw a punch, I'm gonna drop. So you throw another, I'm gonna drop.
Nah.
I'm gonna drop.
I'm disappointed, man.
Nah.
Exactly what the fuck I That's okay. He's
You lied to us, Lush. You said you pulled out.
You lied to us, Lush.
Sorry,
I haven't.
I pulled up solo dolo and I did the best I could.
But
I
you
did the best I
flopped.
could. I didn't flop.
So why
I
do you
didn't
think
flop.
that?
He flopped. I can see why he might think that.
That was
You
his
feel me?
strategy.
Like,
His strategy was every time you
I
hit
can
him,
see
I'm
why he
telling
might
you,
think that.
he'll stop hitting me. The fourth one, that's knockout punch. These other ones are not knockout punches. There's no way you should be.
You said the fourth one.
And one
You haven't fought though.
I know for a fact the third one didn't even connect. Before I even, as soon as I threw it out, he was on his way down. That's why he's LeBron. Because LeBron does do that.
I know for a fact.
Yeah, like that's the thing. I got ring rust, fool.
You feel me, right? You feel me?
Ring rust.
As soon as he seen that motherfucker coming,
To be fair,
Bro,
Lush
got
hasn't
ring
fought in a
burn,
long time.
too.
So like, it should have
he's not a professional fighter. and that's okay.
There's no boxing before court.
I mean, he's 42. That's all right.
A lot of motherfuckers.
He's just not gonna get up here and act like he.
How about jab knock you out?
A lot of motherfuckers will not do what I did regardless.
Lord Jesus.
He wants
the
to
credit.
prove himself.
Yeah.
He wants the credit that he
wants
really
to
stood
be-
up, but he didn't really stand up for himself. He just arrived.
Exactly.
He actually went.
He's a
He
cheater.
showed face.
You can tell he's a cheater.
He cheated the
He's
fade.
cheated at everything in his life, probably.
Damn, that's crazy.
It's like he didn't run away from the fade, but
I was at least hoping. I didn't know that was about to be exposed. I didn't realize. I was at
crazy.
least hoping like he threw a couple
He
of
was
these.
honorable.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
at least went down off a good catch.
I
You know
saw
what
him
I'm saying?
going a
Could've
few,
get
just
Yeah.
flailing, beginner's
Yeah.
luck type shit.
Especially because he had all the bravado, he had all the aggression, like he was prepared for battle.
Yeah, flopping
Yeah.
is crazy.
flopping
the whole
it.
And a
time.
fight.
Flopping
It's
the whole
actually,
time was-
that sounds like some shit Frank Gallagher would do on Shameless. Like,
For sure.
Yeah.
that's like a
Low-key.
low down move.
Low-key.
Yeah, literally.
Well, they're kind of the same nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But let's
for
He just don't have the intellect.
Yeah,
freeloaders.
Yeah.
yeah.
At least
Let's
Frank
end,
know history.
let's end this, and then there was a. I don't know how long this segment's about to last, but there's a clip that was on the Reddit that Sharp and Bricc Baby were really trying to fight a fan. So apparently, one of the guys that's in the Reddit was up there doing an interview with Sharp and Bricc Baby, and they were really trying to fight this nigga. I don't know.
Is he white?
Yeah, the white dude, and he had like this side face tattoos and shit like that.
You think they look on
like
the white dude?
They look like press on or like stick on tattoos. They don't
Stick
look
on
real
tats.
Yeah, or
He had
like-
a hot rag.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh shit.
So I don't know what's about to be in this clip. This is a first watch through.
Okay, all right.
He has the haircut that Adam has.
Yeah, he's a super fan. This
Oh.
the episode is titled "Sharp and Bricc Interview a No Jumper Super Fan."
All right, well, shit.
No jumper.
Yeah,
super-
one video. You watch one video. I said, what video?
I watched a bunch of them hoes.
Well, what video did you watch us going hard on a male or a female? You never seen us go hard on.
Is that on Pornhub? What'd you say?
Bro, try not to get your ass whooped.
Real.
On the
Don't
dead
even play, my
homies.
nigga. For real.
I'm 6'0". Try not to get your ass whooped. I'm 6'0", because you starting to veer off, nigga. On my mama, nigga. Stop playing with me, nigga.
Real.
You talking about some motherfucking Pornhub. Was it on Pornhub, nigga? Well, I slapped the shit out your stupid ass, nigga.
Oh, this nigga's
Fuck wrong with you, bro?
He getting ready to
like
run.
a nigga keep telling you, stop playing with me, stop playing with me, nigga.
He just
I'ma
keep
leave that
taking
there.
it. It's
Stop
like-
playing with me, bro.
For real, bro.
I'm 60 grip, nigga. On hood. Talk about
Real,
is it
church.
on Pornhub. I talk about nigga. You seen the video of us going hard. You talk about Pornhub.
I'm just talking.
Nigga. On the
This shit is trash, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. My bad. I was trying to offend you, bro.
Yeah, come on, bro.
Man,
You
games,
playing too
dog.
much.
I'm really not,
Disrespect
though.
this by coming
Nigga, that's
in.
like a
I'm not.
nigga spitting
Your
on you or
head.
something or slapping
Fuck
you,
all that
nigga, and
bullshit.
saying I wasn't trying to offend you, nigga.
Bro, I'm not trying to offend y'all.
Come on,
Like,
bro.
Straight up.
Try not to get your ass whooped in this motherfucking game.
My
At least
bad.
try.
I'm
I'm
6'0"
sorry, bro.
crib,
Hey,
bro.
No, I'm telling you, I'm not. I'm literally. Hold on.
What you standing up for, bro?
Nah, he ain't trying to
What you
fight.
standing up for, bro?
He
Like,
not
like
trying to
that. Like,
fight.
all sitting down. Like, sit
He ain't
back
trying to
down,
fight.
bro.
He ain't trying to
Sit
fight.
down,
Shit,
don't
they gonna
stand
strip
up, though,
search this
dog.
nigga. Yo, I'm not gonna lie though. This how I used to treat like salesmen and Jehovah's Witness when they used to ask for the owner of the home. And nigga, what the fuck you want my mom for, nigga?
Yeah,
I would love to see that. I'm not gonna lie
Making
to you.
jokes and shit.
That'd be hilarious.
This is a pure press, nigga.
It is.
Yeah, that
This
was
is a
press.
pure press.
Yeah.
Try not to get your ass
in its
whooped.
real habitat.
Yeah, he picked
This
him
is
up
how
from
it
the
happens.
Inbounds. full
One
court press.
thing. And how many jokes
Yo, that joke
did you
just
think
didn't land.
he made? Like in that regarding the corn.
I think that was his first one, nigga. It
But
looked like that's the last
I don't
straw.
know because it's
He said stop playing
that was
with me.
definitely
You
the
said
last
stop.
straw. That was definitely the last straw.
Nigga,
But
the
we don't know how many
camelback is
came.
done, nigga.
See, they didn't want to do this to begin with. That's what it felt like. They was
For
both
sure.
like, who's this
Because
dumbass nigga?
Normally, Adam will interview like these obscure weirdos. Like,
Yeah.
I remember when he got doxxed. Like, for real though,
Yeah.
like when Adam had got doxxed and this dude like wrote a dish record, but like put his address out, all type of weird shit. Adam interviewed the dude.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, he definitely, I don't know. Yeah, the fact that he was even there interviewing them two or getting interviewed by them two is
That was
already
a
a
recipe
setup.
for disaster. He chose the least patient niggas at his studio
It's
to,
like-
He did.
to interview this goofy.
That's a fact.
They
And
didn't
the
tolerate
idea-
none of that shit.
Yeah, it's like in them interviewing them.
Yeah, I don't know
Yo.
how many gay jokes or how many weird jokes. Because if they didn't like him from the beginning,
Yeah.
one was going to be too
Because
much.
it's
you know
like
what I'm
it's
saying?
That's all it takes at that point.
Because it's honestly, it wasn't like terrible. Like it was like y'all going hard together. Like
yeah, but
especially with the context.
it might have been just 2 or 3 jokes if they hated him from the jump of this interview. You know what I'm saying?
It really don't seem like it mattered what he said. He could have been like, I love puppies, and this nigga would have been like, it would have been a problem.
Yeah,
Nigga,
nah.
don't try to get your ass beat. Nigga.
Yeah,
That's
like
the least
dogs,
you could do.
nigga.
Yeah.
That's the least you could do is not get your ass
I'm
beat.
talking
in
about
here.
Blue's Clues. Like fuck you.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was a good little intermission. Let's move over to the next one.
That was fucking good. That was funny.
All right. Candace Owens and the Joe Budden interview has definitely happened. Joe said there ain't no way this is going on YouTube, which we knew that before.
Yeah,
we knew
for
that
sure.
already. You know what I'm saying?
Don't even get your hopes up.
And Candace, you know, they've been teasing us with the pictures. Elliot's been reposting the pictures. Like, Elliot's been like trying to get on like he's been trying to lead the charge of like, how dare you talk to Candace Owens, like on
Yeah.
Twitter, you know, the way that Twitter niggas like try to get people infuriated and shit.
Exactly.
But
Sharpen their pitchforks.
he's been doing just as much promoting. So maybe this, you know, I think that's how Twitter niggas do things. I think that's how they promote things. I don't know.
But he probably enjoys it. Like he likes to see this.
Yeah.
This is real journalism.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't.
We know you love to see it. This is your homegirl up here.
Can't put it
Yeah.
up.
What'd you say?
You said we can't put it up.
We can put the video up, but we can't. I'm gonna have to just mark it when you hit play.
The music.
I need y'all. Yeah, there's music in the beginning of this. I need y'all to hear. Did y'all? I don't know if y'all saw.
Yeah,
This.
I heard this is the Candace reaction to everything, right?
I just need you to see this energy because niggas are still mad that Joe sat down with Candace because of who Candace is on the conservative side, and just for Joe to be dealing with, he's doing his thing on the urban media side of taking the backlash. Candace is over here like,
shit's hilarious.
Yeah,
she finally got rhythm.
She got white girl energy.
nigga, I love this shit.
She's just dancing through it.
Oh man, it was so good. Okay, yeah, just we just gotta mark it. That's all.
A limousine with the chauffeur. That's where I'm at right now. That song really does still slap, you guys. Why am I playing it? Because, well, I told you, I am having the blackest week ever. And in that song, he talks about his mom, loves to show him off, smiles every time my face is up in the source. Well, guess what, guys? My face is up in the source. Check out these headlines. I've been just really trying to get into black media and have them say something nice about me, and it happened. This first from the source. Candace Owens on Beyonce's country music. She's more country than Taylor Swift ever was. Next headline over here in Vibe. Candace Owens defends Beyonce. Says she's more country than Taylor Swift. Yes, guys, 2 positive headlines, and we are celebrating because I also have a ton of media booked up. Look, this is a picture of me and Joe Budden yesterday. It actually happened. We sat down. I'm going to tell you about that discussion. I don't think it's going to air for another week, but I'm going to give you guys the scoop. But first, I want to also point to this moment because I do think that this is a sign that something bigger might be happening in black media. I really do. I think that within black America, people are starting to listen and to understand that our minds have been polluted. Really, to our own disadvantage. Okay. We have been protesting and looting because
this is her starting to push her, you know, her message.
Yep, All right, well, she's no longer black.
We were here for that. You know what I'm saying?
She pimping them white people.
Yeah, she doing what she's
trying to get them.
Yeah, so
and bring him back.
Yeah, man, Candace. Just watching Joe deal with the whole backlash and controversy, he's handling it flawlessly per usual. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas just get mad. Like
it's that really fake anger.
It is because that is one thing with like black media. They're just like you can't even talk to who they don't approve you of talking to. Like
it's a fraternity.
We can hear this conversation, and mind you, we're probably not going to hear it's not going to be super political. They're gonna have a good convo, but it ain't about to be about. This is what the Democrats and the Republicans are doing. It's not going to be that. But Candace could have one of those. It could be beneficial. Yeah. And niggas would still be trying to kill them over it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but I don't know. It might because, Candace went on like the Full Sin.
Yeah, Full Sin.
Yeah, she went
recently?
What's that one dude that left?
Bradley Martin.
Yeah.
No.
He's back now.
Talking about
you talking about
the other dude.
Steve will do it.
Steve will do it.
Oh.
Steve will do it?
Yeah, can you type it in real quick just to see?
Yeah, Steve will do it.
Well, he's not gone. He's banned from YouTube. If that's what you're talking about.
Nah, it's not that dude. But it was the dude, the Bobby Lee dude. He ran off on the Bobby Lee interview. On the Bobby Lee interview with the shit with Logan Paul.
I don't know.
Hold on, I'm confused because you said no. You said
ran
Full
off
Sin.
podcast.
It's a white dude. You remember the Logan Paul podcast?
Yeah.
Yes.
With the Bobby Lee.
You talking about the dude with the black?
Yeah.
The black beard.
Yeah.
He's like brownish, right?
Yeah.
That
maybe.
guy. Yeah.
What the fuck are y'all talking about?
And like
George
they was
Jenkins?
clowning him for being religious.
George Janko. That has nothing to do with Full Sin.
Yeah, but he interviewed Candace. I was trying to find. I didn't know. I forgot the podcast.
Yeah, he's not on Full Sin.
Yeah. Okay. So that's new.
But yeah, he just interviewed Candace Owens, and they was just talking about like just a bunch of different topics, like some black shit, like just kind of her defending
but he's
herself.
not black though, so it's like
He got a black ass temp fade. You saw that?
Yeah.
Nigga, what? He's close enough.
No,
that's not what I said. I said he has a black ass temp.
Somebody said that.
Somebody said that just now. I heard it and I disapprove, nigga.
But the point is, it's not about. It's not about like who's interviewing her, the color of the fucking skin. She's still black. It's still a black person in it. Like, what are you talking about?
Well, it is about that though.
But Candace does. Candace is black every day she wakes up, so anybody she talks to, it's
But
a black
he was
person
still-
in it.
but he-
It's the point of talking to black media.
yeah,
That's
correct.
the
That's the
point.
point.
That George Janko ain't black media.
What you got against black voices?
What are you
what's up
talking
with
about?
that, Noblez?
What's up with that?
Why y'all trying to push the narrative? I got nothing. I'm a black voice, nigga. I love myself. Like, what are you talking about? But I was just bringing up the fact that she went on there, was talking to him.
I did think about that though. Like, depending on what conversation ensues, what if Joe gets invited to one of the right wing platforms to talk about the conversation he had with Candace? Y'all think he would do it?
Depends.
Only if they let him wear his robe.
Because he doesn't like 𝔓𝔦𝔐𝔓𝔦𝔑. And that's exactly what 𝔓𝔦𝔐𝔓 did. He saw that door open.
It might be an
and that
opportunity
nigga
to
was like,
show a better way. Like, hey, I'm not an expert on this, but I'll discuss this as a person.
We
who
don't need.
thinks,
I don't even know
who knows. I don't know.
Notice, Joe. We don't need another nigga like running around with that shit.
We don't.
We don't need another nigga running around saying, "I just ask questions." I don't need that. I don't want another one.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
That's exactly
true.
why. That's exactly his stance against 𝔓𝔦𝔐𝔓 is that the nigga just be on there just talking.
Yeah, that's not his. That's our stance. Yeah. But I'm excited as hell for this. I think it's gonna be on the $25 level, which 9 times out of 10 it probably will be.
Yeah, he might get a month out of me.
But that's not a problem because I got to see that. I got to see it.
Yeah.
I got to see Candace and Joe.
You know when it's dropping?
No, I don't. Danny thinks that it's gonna be baddie talk. It's when like Joe just like talks to baddies. Like when Joe just
on
be
Twitter
having,
Spaces.
yeah, or just even on the show. Like
on
they'll
the
just
show.
have a couple baddies up there, and it's just
some bottom girls.
they're just kikiing a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what Danny thinks it might be.
Yeah, she said it's gonna be like within a week.
I think it'll be.
It's probably.
I think they'll dip a different level into it, but I think Joe will be able to tap into. I think he'll be able to humanize her. I think this interview will be good for her because I think Joe might humanize her in the interview, in terms of because most people the nigga just said I think I might do something or the nigga invited her on and people lost their mind. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like Candace has the reputation or the stigma that you can't even invite or say, yeah, I was listening to some Candace Owens yesterday.
She was the
Like,
girl behind Trump a couple years ago. That was her name.
Yeah, so it's like
she's a buzzword.
It's a fact.
Yeah,
he could have a good conversation because we know he can have one-on-one interviews that are phenomenal and just like really get into the person, childhood, upbringing, and then even if you don't touch on their political things, you hearing a lot of somebody's backstory or journey
can change the perception.
Will, or at least have you making sense of
It's gonna put the
how
puzzles.
they got.
It's gonna put the pieces together.
It gives you context.
And Candace, I feel like she's just gonna be regular Candace Owens. Like
Yeah, and I've heard Candace's backstory a couple times. Like when she did an interview with Akademiks, she gave her backstory, but I can't remember how in depth it was. That was some years ago too. I think that was during 2020 actually when Act did that Candace Owens interview.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago.
Yeah,
but I will
Or
say she does have
2021.
that power where it's like if somebody hears you listening to her, you kind of. Because I was playing that clip at my fucking house today, loud as hell, and I was like, I wonder if my neighbors think. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, Candace out loud.
Oh,
yeah. I was like, Jesus.
Laura might be one of us.
Yeah.
I don't even like. I don't mind that. I do want to hear the conversation because one of the things that Candace was saying before this interview even went down is she was saying, like, accepting Joe's offer and saying, the first question I want to ask you is, why do black people hate me, or why can't we, even us, have a conversation, or how come when people, no, my bad, I'm fucked up, ignore everything I said. She said, how come when people bring my name up, they always have to preface it with, I don't agree with everything she says.
She did say that, yeah.
And I would love to hear that conversation.
Because they strongly agree with the shit.
I did it. I did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, anytime when we did the rankings up there, when I gave her best performance on the mic, I was like, shit, I don't agree with everything she says.
I
but
think all
she
three
goes-
of y'all did it when we talked about her on the show.
Everybody does
Yeah.
it. Everybody does it. And it is kind of built in, but it's because niggas give us backlash if we just be like, I listen to Candace Owens and just end the sentence there. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're like,
Victim of
then
our
that's-
community, man.
That's like, is that like a victimhood thing to say? Like, why? Everybody says that about every politician. Like, yeah, I fuck with some of the shit.
Only the extreme ones. Only the
know.
Trumps and the
Yep.
Candaces. Only the ones that where it's like they said such outlandish things that you got to really draw a line in the sand on what part of their philosophy you believe in.
Yeah. You gotta let people know
de-
that, hey, I'm just being objective. I'm just listening to the other side. I'm not
Yeah.
with them. I don't fuck with it, but hey, I'm just trying to
I
hear
agree
it.
with some.
You know what I'm saying? Or
agree
whatever.
with some
like,
points.
What the fuck?
I'm hearing them now.
I wonder.
Yeah. I'm about to send this over to Lauren, and then we'll move into this.
Was this some more breaking news?
No,
scoop?
it's the need to know actually.
Oh wow.
I don't have anything else for this though, honestly.
Nah.
Did y'all?
Nah, I'm
excited.
I don't want to pay $25.
We gotta see it to really,
Yeah. There's only so much we can say.
We
right
can
now.
only speculate on it for real, but
y'all gonna pay $25?
I'd rather her go
Yeah,
here than you. Rather her go to Joe Budden than Charlamagne?
I would like to see her in both.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't even expecting Joe Budden, but I'm not mad at that at all. But I would like to see her with Charlamagne, especially if this is the journey Charlamagne's going to be on. I want to see you talk to
And it's
somebody
crazy
on that
how
side. Yeah.
he didn't. Well,
But
he's
don't
on the
pull this up
completely.
yet.
He's on the other side though.
He's been on there before.
Lauren, don't pull this up. Go ahead.
He's on the other side though.
Who?
Charlamagne.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So it's like it probably wouldn't.
That's the
even-
whole point. We're supposed to be talking to the other side during this
Does
time
he-
period.
When's the last time he's talked to the other side?
Last time he was on Fox, like
He was recently.
Well, Piers
It was
Morgan
recent.
was there.
Yeah.
Piers is
Kinda
You consider him the other side?
neither.
Piers is
kinda
just
neutral.
whatever he needs to be.
Yeah, because he's not even from our.
that now,
he's
but
not even
before,
he's not even from our country. He doesn't.
Yeah.
Even, he
Yeah,
can't even
it's not
vote.
even-
It don't
he is
matter.
kind of impartial.
He has Parliament to deal with.
Yeah,
nigga.
this has nothing to do with him. It's
Them
just
niggas still got a
entertainment.
monarchy or some shit.
Yeah,
Powdered wigs.
Yeah.
yeah.
Them niggas need to grow up.
But yeah, nigga, drop it, Joe. And so we
Drop
can
it, Joe.
so we can watch. All right, so this morning, Danny sends me a text message because Savon gets online. We dropped the video yesterday, pods that might fail in 2024. Need to know, drink champs. I'm reading the title right now. I said $1 million. I said something else. I can't remember what else I put in the title. Long story short, Savon from Need to Know screenshot like the thumbnail or whatever, posted it on Twitter. Real Elliot style, no caption. Just posted it on Twitter.
As expected.
As expected, yeah. Baby rap radar.
That's literally all we've ever said about him, and it's kind of beautiful that the point is being proven. It's like,
Niggas just walk right up in that thing. You know what I'm saying?
nah,
Like,
that wasn't even a booby trap.
yeah. Yeah, but I just thought
Look
this
at you.
I just thought this was ridiculous though, because I was like, niggas was already like gassing it up. So shout out to the classmates in in the university. Y'all was
Shout out.
Y'all was on 10.
Shout
All
out to
you
the classmates,
bachelors out
man.
there.
Y'all was lit. Y'all was lit in our YouTube comments. There was a couple of y'all on Twitter, not as many on Twitter, but like it was just funny. Like, hold on, I gotta shout you.
And shout out to all the
Some direct
spies.
quotes.
Because it
That's
was
trying
one
to-
person in particular. This nigga was in both locations. I was like, oh, you hype as shit.
Oh, just one particular nigga.
It
Going back and
was one
forth.
particular
You
person.
got 3 screens set up.
Cause he waiting to see what unfolds. You know what I'm saying? So he's
Nah.
watching it all in real time. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Honestly, it's kind of weird. Like, I hope y'all not riding for us like that. It's kind of like, it's kind of crazy,
why
right?
not?
Why not?
Why not?
It's kind of weird.
So you want niggas to buy a Patreon, but you want niggas to go to battle with you? What kind of shit is that?
I mean, defend us and shit. Like, I hope y'all got better things to be doing than to just like take time out of your day
fuck
to
that.
deal with the
Defend
need
us.
to know.
Yeah,
Not with the need to know. It's not
Oh,
necessary.
okay.
It's
I
really
feel
not
you.
necessary.
I hear what you're saying. So what
You
you're
need to-
saying
you don't really need to
inadvertently
know
is
about it.
like we're. Are you?
You
Is that
got
what you're
hierarchy,
doing?
but at the same, it's
You can't put a cap on school pride, nigga. If you get that school
Okay.
spirit, this
You
homecoming.
know what it is? I think Jay has like a uncomfortable relationship with the fans almost. Like
does.
where it's like, or the listeners, where it's like, what if why can't they write? Like, I don't see the bad in that.
nah. It's not that, nigga. First of all, just say what you want instead of trying to add some. Nigga, you just
I'm
said
not
two
trying to-
different things.
I'm not trying to add nothing extra. It's like you
Nah,
have this.
it's just-
It's like
It's just
the fans do so, or the listeners do something, and you be like, man, I hope you niggas got something better to do. It's like, damn, nigga.
Yeah, nigga said he liked you, and you was like, suck a dick.
I don't understand that.
That Jay Nobles
it's
is
just
really
funny.
turning
It's
on
just
me.
the idea that first of all, half of these listeners are probably 30 and up. So the fact that a nigga that's just 30 and up just has some free time, it's like, yo, they fucking with Menace material, like need to know it. That's just kind of funny to me.
The only difference between me and them niggas is they just leave a comment while they're watching. I just watch. You know what I'm saying? Like that's you feel me? Like, so that's really the only difference. Like, I comment on certain things, but not all the time.
On
You know
our-
what I'm
on our
saying?
videos?
Consumer.
Yeah, I've done that. But like on other videos, I'll comment too. But it's like it's rare.
Furious.
It's really
depends.
something's got to bring it out.
You know what I'm
for
saying?
real.
Other than that,
Yeah.
I'm just watching because I'm going to talk
Mainly
about this
straight
with the
time.
homies. I'm going to be on a
Yeah.
podcast. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching.
Yeah,
This
it's
is fun.
not strange. It's just
Yeah.
this is what happens.
Yeah, it was just like, goddamn. Y'all niggas just,
I think we were all on the same page.
Yeah,
I feel like I wasn't crazy when I said.
You're not egregious. He just needs a few more hugs.
I'm not
He
calling
needs a
you
little
crazy.
bit more love.
All right, it was Furious Robinson. This nigga was lit. He's in the DM
Furious
comment. He's in the comments like Power War about to begin. Jumps over to YouTube. Power War about to begin. I'm like, I thought the nigga Savon said some wild shit.
Yeah.
The way that I saw his name pop up twice, I said, hold up, did I miss a tweet? Like,
Yeah.
did I miss this? Did this nigga just say fuck you and I missed it?
Right.
But it wasn't. It was literally just a tweet.
No context.
So we retweeted it, man.
Yeah.
We did what Elliot, same thing Elliot did.
boom.
So yeah,
That's a 35-minute clip. Some premium shit right there. Go see
Nah.
about that.
yeah.
Yeah, we just, he just took the Elliot route.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's see
nah.
what they do on their next podcast.
He really-
Because I mean, what am I? There's nothing to say.
I don't
right
know
now.
what they're gonna say.
It's nothing to say for real because they haven't said nothing. But just so we know, we started this. I don't mind it,
Oh, we definitely started.
but we
it.
started
no
this.
questions.
So it's like whatever
Bro, we started.
proceeds,
9
whatever-
times out of 10, we start everything.
Yeah, that's why we can't ever be mad about nothing.
Yeah.
Bro, the only thing we start everything. We're in an industry there's not going to be too many friends in this.
Nah,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
it's like the ones who can take it still will
We'll take it and
You'll see why
understand.
we're friends.
Yeah.
But 80% of you niggas ain't gonna like us.
Because
and it's something that's been accepted already.
Yeah, nah.
That's human nature, though. The truth hurts.
You hear the way Adam gasped when he said them, the MenaceMaterialEnt boys. Shit.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's a slingshot in the logo,
Yeah,
nigga.
yeah. I like that. He said they call him Big Sloth.
They said brutal.
So niggas is
So
dirty.
yeah, man. I enjoyed all the comments. And Twitter, I won't fight with no nigga on Twitter. I refuse to go back and forth with
It's a
nigga
little
on Twitter.
feminine.
It's
It
not
depends
worth
on it depends on what happens though, but not for this. Like,
yeah, and I think it's engaging in any back and forth on Twitter. It's
fruitless.
unless you're nice on Twitter, and I know I'm not nice on Twitter. You know, what I'm saying? I know I'm not.
Okay.
Like you have to be able to just like take their logical point, but you can flip it and it could go viral, and it could be completely stupid off topic. But if you know how to like work the Twitter algorithm, I ain't go back and forth.
Is it
with
like
them
more
niggas.
troll based than anything? Is that why?
It's like troll and sassy though.
Okay.
You got to be sassy.
Yeah.
You got to.
Okay,
There's a certain
okay,
level
okay,
of
okay.
sass. There's different archetypes you could have.
Yeah.
Like
about to say.
Savon's was like sassy. You know what I'm saying? Like tweet, boom, sassy.
Ooh.
I still don't even know how to
Yeah.
really follow a thread. That should be so convoluted sometimes when there's so much going on.
Damn, that sounds crazy.
I'm sorry, I don't.
He a boomer.
Jesus Christ,
Nigga,
boy.
that shit is like
The threads now are looking ugly right now.
they're just
because-
ugly, bro. It's just
threads.
so much like,
not-
especially when it's just a lot of niggas like in there.
Yeah.
It becomes a lot to follow. I'm talking about the big ones. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like the big ones.
I be like, God damn.
I mean,
corn
there's-
ones are
but
very
yeah,
easy
at the
to
end of the day,
navigate.
there's really nothing to say about this. It's just like I feel like y'all would feel some type of way if we went a whole episode
Without saying
and
that.
didn't say nothing. It's whatever. But I know one
It's a
thing.
cold powder.
I don't think they're gonna say much.
If you niggas turn up more than you did with Rory and Maul,
Yeah.
you got something coming. Because y'all niggas look like y'all was about to cry when that shit happened. So if this activates you, we ain't got nothing to talk about. You know what I'm saying?
That's
It's
gonna activate him right there.
It's like, bro, that shit was crazy, dog. But never mind.
Yeah, nah.
I digress.
I digress. We'll see. You know what I'm saying? I better not see no goddamn tears, though. I know that. You know what I'm saying?
Nah. They're smarter than that.
Yeah.
They're probably watching right now. Maybe. At least the Asian girl.
Yeah, not for sure. She seems very cool.
That's definitely her job.
I don't have none. No, I don't think we ever said anything about Reggie except she don't talk too much.
Yeah, she doesn't say enough to say anything about.
She's not supposed to.
Yeah, all right.
But you're the only one who really, I think
He's
you're the
a
only one who
good
really
idea.
knows that though, because I don't think anybody outside of you may have watched like a full episode type shit.
It's crazy, Reggie. Well, that is true. Have you
watched
I watched the full episode.
watched full episode?
Yeah, I watch a.
I watched the
I
full
watched
Joe
enough.
episode.
I
I watched
watched enough.
that. I watched the full interview of Joe.
You talk more than Reggie, and you not even on camera.
You feel me?
No,
crazy.
I've watched a couple
You
full
don't even have
episodes and,
cleavage.
and clips and shit like that.
At all.
I watched some clips.
Yeah.
But all right, y'all, because none of this makes sense right now.
None of this.
All right. Let's see. Yo, Akademiks. I don't know how long this is gonna last either, because Akademiks just like was on a week-long crash out. Well, not even a week long, but like a multiple day crash out with Meek Mill. So like he was on his stream.
Freak Mill.
Freak Mill, my bad.
That's what he referred to him as.
Yeah, that is right. So
Yeah,
like
good Brandon.
he was on the his stream reading through the whole paperwork with the Diddy stuff.
Yeah.
And Meek's name didn't come up. I don't know, man. To me, this burnt. Like, I think some people like felt like this was an active Akademiks. You know what I'm saying? But for me, it's just like it's so burnt out already. You know what I mean? The Meek and Ak thing, even though he was violating. Like, I put this in there just because this is a quick 36-second sum up of the level of violation. But we've seen him do this level of violation before to Meek Mill.
And was this after the tweets? Because you know they was going like on
For
a
sure.
whole Twitter battle.
For sure,
Yeah, they
this is
were.
after the tweets. Yeah.
Meek, let me tell you when I stopped believing you, because you know what you're shocked about? You're like, oh my God. Well, I told him I'm gonna beat him up. Well, I seen you fight. You can't fight it. I'm down to squabble. You down? We could set up through Savage anything. You want to get up? You want to get some money? We could set up somewhere else. We can set up to Savage, just me and you. I'm down to squabble with you. I really don't think you can fight, and I really don't think you want no problems with me. And I really don't respect your hands, nothing. If you beat me up, so what? I don't care, but that's how much of a bitch I think you are. Let's talk about it. I wouldn't say this to half the other niggas in hip-hop, because I don't think they like you. I just think you a hoe.
Jesus Christ.
He laid it up.
He was breaking that nigga down for like hours.
Yeah, and now one of the things that did come out of this too is like he was like, tell none of the OGs, tell none of them hit me up. Like, don't tell me to chill because y'all need to be calling him. He's online asking my address and shit like that. And then Joe did like bring it up on the pod. If you go to Chig's page, it'll be there. He did bring it up like, look, man, like he was kind of saying Ak was a little out of line.
And was it true that Freak Mill, he sent authorities to his crib?
I don't think so. He said that when he got back to the stream, he said that people said the police were called saying his house was robbed. But I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. It was all in the midst. It was all in the midst of it though. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, who knows? It's just, if the police come and you're going back and forth with a nigga on Twitter talking about pull up.
It's a crazy situation.
Yeah, it's
like
pretty
Meek
easy.
should have never tweeted Ak in the first place though.
Meek shouldn't tweet at all, but you know it's too late for that.
The
He's
fact
in
that
too deep.
tweeting is just so part of Meek Mill's fucking career is
Yeah,
the most
like-
frustrating thing in the world.
And
It's like,
and it's so bad for Philly because it's not a lot of new niggas really representing Philly like how it's supposed. Like
we barely
AR
have
Ab, this nigga's is like the king of self snitching.
I mean, the last big one was Uzi. That's our last one that we had.
Yeah, and even then, in some people's eyes, he's questionable.
Shout out to Uzi though, but he's probably like the
Uzi was questionable for me until he ran down on Rich the Kid on Broad
And
Street.
then, yeah.
Said,
That's
"This
all
is-
you needed to
said, "This
know.
a Philly nigga."
Yeah, that's it.
That's a
That's a
Philly
Philly nigga. That's a Philly nigga, huh?
Yeah, that's a Philly
Hey,
nigga.
claim your boy right here. Claim your boy. Claim your mans.
That's your man.
That's your man.
That's your man.
That's literally
Sound like Freak Mill getting banged.
Yeah, bro. So
come on, man.
yeah, man. Meek Mill on Twitter. This shit just like every time I see him in the headlines, I'm like, oh fuck, just what the fuck? Like,
And
what,
then-
what do you be thinking? Like that you just can't keep your hands away from that
But then,
shit.
like
Poor
the,
impulse control.
the allegations of like being turned into a shish kebab by you know who.
He must not be
It's
named.
one of those things where it's like, I don't know how I would react. Like that's
Other people
crazy.
were mentioned and they didn't say nothing.
Yeah,
Usher and Bieber.
That's a fact.
and Bieber. Yeah,
Nobody said a
They said a
word.
damn
This
thing.
nigga's the only one tweeting.
Yep.
Going to war with Meek. Shut the fuck up, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Just shut up.
yeah.
But yeah, let's listen to this back and forth that Joe had for Ak.
Akademiks is tired of people siding with anyone going at, especially when there's threats of killing involved. Now, if you guys did not watch the video this morning, make sure you guys go check it out. Joe Budden spoke on DJ Akademiks and Meek Mill beefing today on the podcast. Joe pretty much puts the blame on Akademiks, saying that he was the one that highlighted Meek Mill's name on the lawsuit, pretty much alluding that Akademiks crossed the line when he actually pointed out Meek. And also, he does acknowledge that Ak is one of the big voices in hip-hop. Now, I also told you guys in the last last video, Akademiks does not want any OGs in the game to try to reach out to him to solve this beef. He feels like everybody's pretty much ignoring the fact that Meek threatened to kill him, and they're only blaming him for what he said about Meek. While Ak was not a fan of Joe's response to him beefing with Meek Mill, here's what he said in response back to Joe.
Yeah, Joe is talking about the issues. Joe, I will say this to you and all of your coworkers. I hate the fact that you guys are always in Meek Mill defense mode, and you're acting like most of these things aren't brought upon him by himself. You know, I worked at Everyday Struggle with Joe, and I've heard him made so many points and so many valiant and salient points where it's like, yo, here's the thing. When you're talking about young kids that come from a certain neighborhood and they've never been in certain places and opportunities, and maybe they're crashing out because they want the idea of gaining attention. Like for one, like Joe made a point one time, was like, hey, listen, well, you have a platform. If you're giving platforms to these guys who the only way they know how to get a platform is by doing all this stuff, it's going to encourage them a little bit. And yes, they should know better, but they're kids. And I completely understand that. I've definitely, even understood that in the war in Chirac. Here's what we're not going to do. We're not going to treat Meek Mill like he's a sped. Meek Mill is a grown-ass man. He's 45 at this point. When I hear from people that's cool with his team that says he doesn't understand the internet, are we supposed to treat this man like he's retarded? Like, what are we doing? Let's get back to the actual facts, because nobody wants to talk about that. Everyone's evading it. This all started by a lawsuit that's filed against one of his associates. Joe, let me put this in perspective to you. If you, who have been signed to Revolt, have been cool with Diddy, we've seen you at his place of residence, I know you're an up-and-up guy. You're my guy, right? I felt I could vouch for you. But let's say some random lawsuit came out from Joe Schmo, whoever, and they said that your name was mentioned by Diddy, or you were around in something of the sort. That might be bullshit. I'm not sitting here saying it's true. I'm not going to stamp it that it's true. But in an allegation, we might just read through it. That's what we were doing with the Meek Mill thing.
That is actually an interesting theory about Meek Mill, is that he might have internet autism. He doesn't pick up on social media cues. That's why he keeps taking these weak ass L's that seem just unlogical.
Well, it's not a.
Hey, yo, I got autism.
It's whatever.
Like,
it
this
is
should
what
apply.
it is.
This should apply to Meek Mill too.
Yeah, bro.
But just digitally.
Yeah, for Twitter, for sure.
And it's probably not too many, like, you could probably attest to this, like, how many Philly kids grow up with phones, like, you know what I mean? So
Nigga, what
it's
the
just
fuck?
how do poor and profits during 07. It's not a lot of niggas with phones
Philly
that
niggas
understand the
grow up
internet and shit. Like, they don't understand the culture.
That was the craziest shit.
What?
You were war with all of Philly. You might be what unites the niggas.
He was growing. That's his time. 07, 08.
Right, I know, but niggas
been
in
tweeting long
niggas dead broke in the hood have phones right now.
Yeah.
Right
Niggas
now,
always have.
07.
They always have phones.
It was just a flip
throughout
phone.
time, bro.
It was just you might have had a Nokia when somebody
Bro,
just
we
got
had-
a razor.
we
That's
had
all.
regular.
shit
We
back
had
then.
regular phones.
I'm
We-
not saying it was like
we don't
fucking-
come from like block. We don't have car phones.
I'm not saying
nigga,
it's
in 2000.
Baltimore, nigga. I'm just saying. I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you. But nah, you getting a little defensive. Nah, Philly. I'm just saying, like, he probably never even. He doesn't know what the fuck the internet really is. He
Nigga,
obviously
no.
don't.
He's
He's
not
never
that-
had.
He's been participating for too long.
No, but he doesn't
He's been in the game
understand.
for like 20 years.
He's been on the internet for probably like 10 plus years.
Yeah, he went from DVDs to the internet.
Yeah.
But he wasn't using it. Shout out to
There's
Meek
no
Mill
excuse
though.
for this. The only excuse is that he's on the spectrum.
Ak handled that one. Ak handled this situation pretty well, though. I think the response to Joe, he handled it really
He's
well
probably
as
on the
well
spectrum.
too.
I think so, but I do think there is some validity to what Joe and them said as far as like maybe you didn't highlight him, but you chose to speak on him only. So that's
But the only
type
reason-
of it.
But nah, he
in a
said
way.
I watched like a little bit of it. He
Yeah, that's
said he
true.
was just reading through it.
Is that? But if you read through it, then did you read everybody else's name? Because I
Everybody-
heard, I heard
yeah,
he
everybody
omitted.
He coined
Oh, he did?
he coined everybody
Okay.
else's name because the names.
paper, the
it was just
paperwork
like
is omitted.
it was just like Philly rapper who dated Nicki,
Right, and it was a R&B singer who just did the Super Bowl.
Lil
Like,
dancing nigga. Like
Yeah, it
So
was.
did-
Everybody's name was omitted.
Right.
Rapper who
but
can do it
did he
back.
ever? Did he say anybody else's name at all? Or did he only say me?
Yeah, because people were like, the chat's like, he's like, chat, are they saying Usher? Chad, are they saying
so
Meek?
he did that. Okay,
yeah,
okay,
it was like
okay.
he brought everybody
As long
up.
as he did that.
Of course, he honed in a little bit more, but like
the papers literally told you who it was.
Right, I knew
and it's
that,
one of
I knew
those
that.
things where he was just waiting for the chat to say it.
What I'm saying is, I
So,
didn't
like-
hear it, and y'all just clarify for me. But
Yeah.
if it was like where he only said his name and chose
He
to say
didn't.
the other, not at all, then I'd have been like, that's a pointed attack.
Exactly.
But he didn't do that, so
But
that's clear. That's
Yeah,
clear
he
enough for me.
didn't. And then even because like I get what Joe's trying to say, but it's like bro, he brought everybody up.
If he did,
but it just
yes, omitted.
the fact that he did say everybody's name. He said Justin Bieber. He said Usher. He said Meek Mill.
That clears it up for sure.
But the fact that Meek is like
the only
shut
one.
this nigga down, the only one
Right.
like literally going to war.
Campaign
It's
is
like
very
now
gone.
we forgot he said the other two people's names, but he definitely did. You know what I'm saying? So
He talked his way into it.
it is. They were like Joe and them were defending Meek. It was exactly
They
what
were.
Meek said.
They were.
Like,
It's true.
it was
They
definitely
were.
on that shit.
They were.
And even if they weren't, essentially, why is Meek
A staple like that?
no, not a staple, but just what would you call it?
No, the way they talked about it.
Not a vulnerable.
Flustered, defensive,
soft.
Why are they defending him like that? I'm trying to figure out what
Yeah,
the
that's what I'm
word
saying.
is.
Like I thought that's what you, like a staple to them is what.
'Cause
I
he
meant.
has special
Essentially,
internet
yeah,
needs.
yeah. Why is he so special?
Why are they
Like,
backing
well,
his campaign?
Yeah.
It's the music, I guess. For some of the records, the way they was talking about it, like championships, like he does have some shit that's just.
But
Dreams and
classic.
nightmares changed
Dreams
a
and
lot
nightmares,
of
you know what I'm
lives.
saying?
But it's also DJ
I know.
Akademiks. He was talking about in the stream. It's like all these rappers is fucking scared of you. I don't know why, you pussy. And then
Yeah.
he was just talking about how like people just are kind of fake friends with the nigga. Like they're just afraid to tell him
He
like,
did
yo,
bring that up.
like
He did say everybody was fake.
they're
friends with
afraid
him.
to tell him like, yo, like Meek, you're a nuisance. Like nobody likes to be around you.
Maybe Meek's crew is that dangerous.
That could be the case. It's also a weird thing for a nigga who like gets embarrassed so much online for other people who are like solidified to be like, nah, he one of them. And it's like,
In my heart, I genuinely wish Meek would stop embarrassing himself.
he'd be embarrassed.
Because it'd be
Yeah.
fucking me up as a
Yeah.
Meek Mill fan.
Yeah,
you know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah, for
so
sure,
it's
for
like
sure.
I wanted to stop.
Yeah.
But I can't blame a nigga for kicking his back in every time he does it.
Yeah,
and it's
yeah,
like we
yeah.
can't escape the year without 2 to 3 Meek Mill moments.
Bro,
It's
it's
like
always a few,
God
bro.
damn, bro.
Yeah.
Like just stop. And
Almost
it's,
like he's the
moments,
heel.
too.
bro, it's never warranted. And he always brings it upon himself. The shit is so painful to watch every time.
Digital autism. I'm telling
Yeah,
you,
bruh.
there's something to this theory. There's a merit to this.
he might be on the spectrum.
He's not picking up on the social media cues, nigga.
Look,
He
man.
might be on to something.
But yeah, I don't
can't
think we
call
should
him
be
slow.
defending them either, especially somebody who like them who have had
You could-
problems.
Yeah, that's
There's
true.
no way that like even if you do call a truce to somebody, if you speak on them still in your job, it's always gonna sound like you put extra sauce on it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's just
Based on the
But
history.
they were very
just based
defensive
off
up
the
there.
based off the history. Like we could have been beefing at one point, completely stopped. But if I just bring up some goofy shit you did,
Especially if I don't like it.
yeah, and said it with the same exact tone
Yeah.
as another broadcaster, you're gonna think I took an extra dig at you.
For sure.
It's just what it is.
History changes objectivity.
Yeah.
Especially with
It's written by the winners.
DJ Akademiks is a big voice. You know what I mean?
Big ag.
Yeah.
It's big act.
Oh, let's go over to this Joe Budden and Mandii and see the thing is.
Shout out Mandii.
So Joe Budden defended himself because Mandii and them were kind of on the last episode of See the Thing Is pretty much were saying, let's just pull the video up. It's better to just pull the video up.
Yeah.
It's another chick's video.
That's a Danny video.
Oh, sorry, Danny.
Mixed up the Dominicans.
Hey, how dare you pit them two foreigners against each other?
Yeah.
Right.
Whatever
Oh,
chicks.
shit, my fault, yo.
Bridget and Mandii revealed that they made no money at the Joe Budden Network.
When we left the JBN, and I could just be honest now too, we ain't make really no money working that first year.
Interning that first year.
We were getting paid in pasta and wine, which is funny now looking back that Rory was so upset that he came in and saw us eating the pasta and the wine and thought that we had it laid out. He was at least getting
we
paid.
Did. We actually did. It was
we
nice.
had it laid out.
It was very
but
nice.
we were getting paid in pasta and wine.
And also say that the Joe Budden podcast stole some of their guests.
We asked specifically the JBN for Jasmine Sullivan, Lotto, and Kevin Samuels.
Yep.
Guess where those three went? Onto the JVP. Literally no interaction with us at all. we specifically asked for those 3 guests, and instead of those guests coming to us, that was probably to me a little bit of the beginning of the end. Even.
Oh yeah, that was
like,
that was
like,
y'all. That was where I realized y'all don't f with us for real. Y'all don't really f with us for real.
We are trying to grow. You got us Big Frida. Yep. We were getting like and Money Long. We were bringing in guests. We specifically asked for those 3 artists.
Yeah.
And by the time all 3 of them ended up going on to, it was like this isn't the family or the network, or we're not getting the synergy's
not real.
That's right. On the last episode of See the Thing Is,
All right, see if you can
Bridget
skip
and
to
Mandii
when Joe
opened up.
responded on Twitter Spaces, because that I think is where the conversation is definitely going to be at.
Pasta and wine.
Because Joe was pretty much defending himself
He
and
was.
saying, "You gonna skip through?"
Oh yeah, I was looking to see for a part where they showed his face, but it didn't. So I was gonna play it right there where it was a second ago.
Keep going down.
It was some people. I saw some arguments on Twitter. Like this one dude, he had a good point, and it was just like it kind of makes sense for all the big people to go talk to Joe Budden.
Yeah,
because it's
that's
like a lot of the people, and this was his point. Like a lot of these people, they have like managers and just overall price tags that come with the interview. So if you're gonna pay a hefty price tag, you're gonna fucking go to like the head nigga, the head honcho.
You're gonna go
It just
to
makes
where
sense.
it's most important.
This
Like
one.
I don't understand why they thought that they could come before the JBP. You get what I mean?
And it's or at least get second dibs. Like they thought they was gonna get first dibs.
But everything trickles down from the head.
That's some nice breast.
Yeah, I noticed that they took up the whole lower thirds.
Yeah,
when it was full screen.
Shout out her doctor.
Yeah, and
Yeah, so
But
Yeah,
now
so
apparently there
It
was
was this
getting,
one. It was this one.
Okay. Skip to down to the Twitter Spaces.
Yeah,
that might be it.
getting paid in oodles and noodles.
Yeah, that's what he said.
After that become available, y'all say, "Oh,
Yeah, go back. Yeah. Yeah, so this is Joe's official response.
with each other now. I got a Bentley.
He got right to it.
Want to
Listen
come
to it.
there?
He damn sure did. Hold on.
Deal 6 episodes in for Squeeze the Juice was a
Yeah, actually go all the way to the start.
Yeah,
he
just go to-
literally
just go
gets
to the
right
beginning.
into it.
I think he does, yeah.
I forgot.
Joe Budden goes off on Bridget and Mandii.
Most of these niggas want to be owners and be paid. And that's not how things work. If you own it, then own it. That means incur the costs, put in the sweat equity. It's yours. So when the benefits come, they yours. But if y'all want to get paid as soon as you step foot in a door, while I'm leasing you my audience, need I remind people that they did have a deal. They got a deal 6 episodes in for Squeeze the Juice, which was a reinterpretation of Sleepers. So I done loaned you that IP. You got a deal. Niggas is getting paid. Y'all are a bill. It's all of this shit around y'all cost money. And that pasta and wine shit was expensive every week. Y'all coming in here with fucking boyfriends, just thinking it's hangout time, ordering shit for 3 hours straight every week. What are you talking about? And I agree with homeboy. Like, what did you build to make a Kevin Samuels or Lotto or Jasmine Sullivan want to come there in the middle of an album cycle? Kevin Samuels, diva ass, may he rest in peace. That nigga was so tough to get on there. I carried an umbrella for that nigga in the rain like I was Farnsworth Bentley. Like, none of this shit was a walk in the fucking park to do. And
That's
then
a
you
part
got to
of the
deal
dedication.
with motherfuckers got boyfriends, attitudes. Then y'all start beefing with each other. Now I got to come in on an off day. Now I get jammed up, which we can't talk about because y'all hate each other. It's like, yo, dog, I want nothing. Now Rory's coming over, counting the pastas and wines. Like, it was a mess. It was a fucking mess. I kind of get triggered and angry when every podcaster that become available, y'all say, "Oh, let's go, Joe. Get him on the network." Nigga, no. Keep all of their asses away from me.
That's right. On the recent Joe.
Yeah, so that is kind of crazy because if you're asking me if Joe reaches out or if Ian reaches out and they say, "Yo, I'm from the Joe Budden Network, but now I don't want you, Joe don't want you on his show." we want to put you on this other show that just started. Why would they even go?
Yeah.
You
Why
know what
mention
I'm-
Joe Budden? nigga?
Right.
And
Why even bring that
especially-
name up?
Especially without the value being built
Already.
beforehand.
Yeah.
Because he said this is by episode 3 they was trying to get A-list celebrity guests.
Yeah.
Listen,
It's not.
That's
like that.
crazy.
they
It's
were
not
they
like
were
that.
getting al dente noodles,
And they
fine
couldn't-
wine,
Yeah.
guest
And
list.
they-
They were entitled, and they didn't really want to. They
they-
didn't want to assume the responsibility for what they was given.
And they wasn't. They probably couldn't even get like a D-list or a C-list celebrity before Joe
on their merit.
So it's like you got
Bro, Kevin Samuels alone was red fucking hot during that
Nigga.
time period.
You couldn't get him.
Bro, it's like,
He was only doing what he wanted to do, which was
and
his
on
shit.
top of that, I'm not doing smaller platforms because
Literally, it's only backwards.
It doesn't serve me.
that doesn't serve me. Like at this point, I'm doing millions a day. I have to go to places that do millions a day. You know what I'm saying?
They
Like,
just wanted some free therapy.
yeah, I can't be going just because I know one of the things that Mandii was saying that Kevin Samuels was replying to them and like was watching some of their clips and stuff, and it's like, yeah, y'all had back and forth banter, but that didn't qualify.
Yeah.
Obviously, he wasn't rushing to do the content with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if y'all did have some sort of relationship, you still are using me as the resource to try to close the deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I just feel
It's
like
your biggest leverage point.
I just feel like with all three of those people, we don't know, and it couldn't have been, and it might not have been them. It could have been just their team. You know what I mean? Like, because it could have just been the team where they're just like, oh, the Joe Budden Network hit you up. Oh, Joe wants to do a podcast. That's gonna be a good look. You got an album roll out. You know, you're on the top of the world. Whatever. They're like, no. See, the thing is, like, no. Why would you do that? Like, they're like, I feel like it might not even
Especially
been
if
on
that's
Joe. It was the team that was like, so you hit us, so we're doing your show.
For sure. I was gonna say the team would have stared it no matter what. Like,
Yeah, you can't be passing me off to a subsidiary of your brand. Like,
no. Especially if it just doesn't make sense.
especially when I'm already more established in your brand.
yeah,
than
bro.
the
Just the
sub-
odds of
sub-brand.
that.
It just doesn't make sense.
I do understand. Maybe that was maybe that was the first time they were part of a network, but that's a lie too because Horrible Decisions was a part of Loudspeaker at one point.
You were gonna say you think that like maybe they didn't understand the expectations of being on a network type shit.
Yeah, like what if I do like you say like Spotify's like we'll get you wherever, here's a bag and we'll give you whatever you want. It's like, nigga, call Joe Rogan, say what's up with him.
Right.
They're like, nigga, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like yeah, you can get anything, but let's be realistic too. You know what I mean? Like maybe they just got like overzealous with it's just like this network is a wish list now too. You know what I'm saying?
Eating pasta and drinking wine every week with their boyfriends, like
bringing in random. I know
how
that-
many times can
I know
that
what
happen?
I know what that vibe is too.
Plenty.
I know what that vibe is.
You could tell they wasn't even thinking about no overhead.
Nigga, what?
Nothing. Having a good old time.
Having a good time.
Having a good old time. Oh yeah. Just come with me. You know we going over
Yeah.
to the studio to shoot this podcast. It's gonna be food there. I'm not cooking.
Yeah, nah, nigga.
And it's gonna be wine. We gonna get tips and we gonna go out after this shit.
Exactly. We gonna go to the titty bar, titty club, throw some ones.
It's weird because it seems like they were dedicated, right? Because they had a show that lasted for a minute.
I really did think they were really dedicated.
Right?
I thought they brought that show. Excuse me. I thought they brought that show over, but it completely slipped my mind that Joe had formed that show.
Joe had formed that show.
Built
Yeah,
that
he
show.
built that show. But it's crazy that you would think that they were dedicated, but it's like if you were dedicated, then the only thing that would have mattered was, hey, I got the look now. Let me just turn myself up. You know, you're not even looking for the handout on a
Yeah.
dedicated level. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because
yeah.
they're dedicated to the results, not the process of
Yeah.
like actually making it happen.
Yeah, yeah.
But they've been popping for so long. So Bricc Kelly, she's a songwriter. So like she's not, even though if podcasting is more of a more relevant thing now in the last 5 to 7 years that people probably know her for, songwriting was already like she got some pretty good or
Some good
crazy
credits.
Yeah, for sure. But Mandii had a Horrible Decisions Foundation.
That was good.
But I do wonder like what their performance was even early off, because it's not like they were both coming zero fan
zero,
base.
yeah,
These weren't people he just picked up off the street.
Yeah, nah, these aren't strays.
Like us.
Credited
Essentially,
sources.
like,
Yeah.
fucking strays up in his studio. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it
We
wasn't
coulda had
that.
fleas, nigga.
Yeah, it wasn't that. These are people who one got a podcast, one's in the music industry, and she had done appearances on the Joe Budden podcast.
That's true.
Prior to them coming together.
Somewhat proven products.
Right. So I do wonder what that overhead is like. But it did also sound like he was trying to just they weren't being conscious, and he was trying to also
cut expenses.
not only cut expenses, but Going for guested by episode 3 is
It's
kind of
crazy.
crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe they just had a bigger image of where they were at the time.
And it's
Grandiose delusions.
Going for guests. It's just going for that guest.
But even, you know what? I wouldn't even be mad if they went for that guess. But talking about it after the fact, like it was an issue to not get the guess, that might be the bigger part.
The problem.
So where the entitlement
feeling that qualified.
Yeah, like
entitled. Yeah.
Like he wouldn't even give me the guess. It's like, well, realistically, you shouldn't have had the guess. It's
Yeah.
cool that you asked for it, though. I'm glad that you have aspirations,
You're
nigga.
for it,
Yeah,
for
you
it.
got
You know
some
what I'm
nuts
saying?
on
Yeah,
you.
yeah, I'm glad you got that. But if you don't get it, nigga, don't be mad because you're not really there yet.
Exactly. But shit, you close enough to get it later.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, shit, if you can ask for this, it's a yes away.
Patience.
Mandii is like a good podcaster. I remember I got killed in the comments one time because I was like, I don't watch her, but I know she's a good podcaster.
Yeah, they went crazy on you for that.
Because her voice is so annoying. Like
Word.
even just now, like listening to that clip, I'm like, oh God, you know what I'm saying? But it's like it gets
irks
my
you.
attention though. You know what I'm saying? Like it does get my attention. You know, like
There's something about her in general to where I just want to be biased against her. I
bro,
feel like
it's
everything
like-
she
it's like-
says is manipulative. And
her tone is so like rub you the wrong way.
She sounds like she's always the
But it's
problem.
assertive as fuck though. It's extremely assertive though. You know, so
Yeah.
it's like you're gonna hold your attention. That's why it's like even when we were doing like the podcast build list. In certain lists, I would just throw her in there because I'm like, at least these bitches will have some order. 'Cause, you know what I'm saying? Like, like that's all I know. She not gonna let no. Well, I thought in my mind, I'm like, it sounds like she running a tight ship everywhere she go type
In your
shit.
mind.
Yeah, so I don't know.
It's just funny because just last week, y'all niggas came to consensus like, yeah, she might be the problem.
I still think she's a problem. I did not lose that. I still out of everything I just said, I still think she's probably the problem.
Yeah, she's definitely the problem.
She's so strong. I know she can motivate all her friends to just jump on her bad takes too. You know what I'm saying? Like she say the wrong thing or do the wrong thing. Man, fuck this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she's so convincing. All the homies are riding with her. You know what I'm saying?
She's such a problem. She's actually the solution.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
So,
fucked up.
By the time you hear all sides of the story, you're like, hold up now.
Yeah.
You might have been a little bit out of pocket. I understand your motivation though.
Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah, for sure.
You bugging, my G. You doing too much right now.
That's fucking crazy. It's easy to do that with Joe. Just because of who he is.
But it's as much as I love Joe, it's hard to fight the narrative when everything you put together has a hard time staying together unless you're there. You know what I'm saying? Like the narrative of like, is running business beside him that great?
And that's the thing. It might just be just a lot of bad days. You know what I'm saying?
And this might be one of the cases where it's just simply not his fault. He got in
I know.
business
I don't
with
think it
Mandii.
is. I don't think it is. But it's like crazy that narrative is driven all the time, and it's like hard to fight that when this type of shit is happening. You know what I'm saying?
Well, because once people want to believe something about you, we only gonna pay attention to what proves that point.
True.
Yeah, facts.
Like 𝔓𝔦𝔐𝔓𝔦𝔑 not having a successful show. Like it's just
just pull up all the stats to prove that point.
It just has to happen once.
That's
yeah.
true. That's true.
You know, it's like it made me think. Scale of 1 to 10, how hard do you think it is to work with Joe Budden?
How intentionally are you working?
I don't think it's that hard.
Working with is probably easy. Working for
different.
That's probably the problem.
Yeah, working with is
I don't
super
think
easy.
I would want to work for, but I could definitely work with Joe Budden.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Because there's a big difference.
Yeah,
there's a big difference. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
One of those is closer to an unpaid intern.
Yeah, no, I'm not eating noodles for.
But they closed the deal though.
Yeah.
So it's like he said in the beginning, we did just feed you, but then within a couple episodes, we got you money because
For sure.
I started recouping
sure.
off of once we closed the deal. But
And even when you remember when Savon and them was talking about how they were like overworked, underpaid, or whatever that conversation was.
yes,
It also seemed like at the end, after the conversation ensued, that really all they were asking them to do is podcast more, and it's like that
Joe was asking them to just podcast more
type of shit. Like
Okay,
where it's
yeah.
like it may not have even been that hard to work for him if podcasting is what you truly enjoy, type shit. Because he's such a purist with that shit. You know what I'm saying?
He's still a micromanager. I
I can
feel
see that
like
too, though. Yeah.
but it's a lot of that too.
You know what I mean?
Maybe.
You know what I'm trying to say?
And it might just literally be hard to work for the nigga.
That's yeah.
He might just be a little difficult to work for. How can you be comfortable?
It's true because the way he talked to, like, the way he talks only works if you feel like you're on a even playing field
It
type shit.
only works
When it's
if
like,
you're.
We're just working together.
We're working together.
Yeah,
nigga. We're working
yeah.
together, nigga.
So essentially, Joe
Like-
Budden is in complete control of all the conversations he is involved in.
Nah,
There was a moment at the end of the last
what it
episode.
sound
I'm
like.
looking for it right now. Perfect example. Oh, here, yeah, we got to talk about this.
What it's like to be in the workplace with him.
This is the second link I'm sending you. Don't, not the first one, the second link. Yeah, we got to look at this clip. I don't think Joe is that much of an asshole. I think I understand where he's coming from, but they like the Reddit was like, because Joe's been gone for a couple days.
Yeah, he's been gone for a few.
and they ran 3, I think, without him.
2, I believe,
or 2.
It might have been 3
I
with
think it was
another.
3,
It might have been
actually.
another
Patreon.
tier. Yeah, a tier of Patreon that I didn't see. I saw too.
And people enjoyed them actually, like surprisingly. But let me hit the bell.
Surprisingly.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, not surprising.
Ironically.
Right again.
Yeah, so in Joe Budden's absence, he's been like traveling. I don't know where he did all these things and I don't know where the Candace Owens things and all that stuff went down, but I was just sure he's been traveling. They did 3 episodes without him. Flip led into and was the 𝙃𝚃 during them. And people were happy with it. Like Ice shouted him out because like at the end of one of the episodes, the most recent episode, Joe was like, "Who said you were the 𝙃𝚃?" And then Ice was like, "Look, man, he was the 𝙃𝚃 because he sat in your seat, nigga. We was all happy with it. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody
Like,
wanted it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but let's watch this. So this is the caption, and this shit kind of went up in the Reddit. It said, "Perfect example of why Joe's." Can you zoom in a little bit?
I'm about to jump in right now. Oh, my fault.
Damn, that shit zoomed in.
Perfect example of why the crew are happier and pod better when Joe's away. He talks down to them, demoralizes them, puts them against each other, and tells them to shut the fuck up when
they stick. My fault.
When they stick up for each other.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
I didn't mean to hit it that fast. That's on
She
me.
was jarring.
Yeah. So okay. So yeah.
He
this is-
tells them to shut the fuck up while they stick up for each
don't
other.
put this on the screen.
Everybody have a good weekend, man. Let's try to get back safe and sound. What happened?
Can I ask you a question?
No, this is the end.
Okay.
This ends with
my fault, my brother.
Go ahead now.
So I don't fuck with you, Z.
Go ahead now. Do it.
So I don't fuck with you.
Nah, ain't no go ahead. Don't do shit, nigga.
That one of the signature
I'm
hoodies?
ending this. You didn't get to end the last podcast?
I did.
And started, right?
I did.
What makes you the 𝙃𝚃 when I'm not here?
I'm just here to entertain. And
What'd you say, Mel?
Huh?
What'd you say?
I mean,
What'd you say?
we sat in our normal seats.
Man,
Ice was
everybody's
over
scared
there.
to say it. What make Flip the 𝙃𝚃 is because Flip took that spot. Flip wants that shit, and he did his fucking job as the 𝙃𝚃. We were all happy with him being the 𝙃𝚃 when you're not here. I think I can speak for the rest of the gang. We like that shit. You did your fucking job. Don't let nobody try to shit on you over that.
Let's go, Freeze.
Don't say it again.
Thank you, Ice. I appreciate that.
Fuck that. I ain't want it. Did you want it? Did you want it?
I'm just here for.
Did you want it?
For the team.
All right then.
Damn. I got.
You didn't ask Mel?
I got.
I
fucking-
did.
I got schooled.
No, I'm just saying. I went like this.
That was a read.
It wasn't a read. You wanted it?
I felt red. It's okay.
Now you want to ask her last.
I asked her. I said, "Did you want it? Did you want it? Did you want it?" Big dog.
Everybody wanted.
All right, now hit pause.
This nigga pointed at
Now,
Erickson.
Danny, now,
Parks got it straight.
now Danny does like getting on Ice, but Ice had a strong take right here and stood on it, and
Yep.
niggas got dead silent in the room.
Well, Ice has been better for the last month.
Okay, I think
For the
the
last
pressure
full
got
month.
to him, I think.
I was gonna say, actually, I'm glad you said that. I wanted to just put this out there.
Yeah.
I do think we have been making podcasters better.
I don't think we have nothing to do with the
Yeah, we
Ice
ain't touched this.
thing. This is a Danny
I don't know.
thing. I think
Well,
that's
Danny,
Danny.
Danny. Okay, when I say we, I do
Yeah.
mean this content space.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
We definitely didn't hurt it, but we can't take credit for everything. They already think we narcissists.
I don't know, man. These niggas, they talk about it behind the
No,
scenes. and
I
they-
100% agree with what you're saying.
Yeah.
I don't think this is an example of anything that we've said. I do think that I've seen that example in other podcasts, though.
No, but I do think this is an example of the backlash and overall and what he's hearing about himself, like from the communities, because he's been shitted on over and over in the Reddits everywhere, and I think he had to come to terms with some of the bullshit he was doing because it was so consistent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when
Oh,
I say
yeah,
he's
yeah.
been better for the last month, I mean he's been better for the last month. He's had me laughing at shit
Yeah.
and like being like, "Oh, you doing shit like properly now."
Yeah.
You're attempting
yeah.
now. Okay.
I think it's the backlash. It may not be us, but I think it's like the overall community. Speaking
Yeah,
back.
just the fact that this is even a thing now.
Shout out to his shades.
But why does it feel like there's trauma like around this room? Like, why,
it's almost like daddy's home and you kids better like.
You know what I'm saying?
I think that's pretty much what he was describing. I think that's the vibe.
But it's like these are grown adults. Like,
And
why doesn't
that's-
Queenzflip just be like, niggas, I'm the 𝐿𝙾𝚃 when you're not here?
And that's the problem, right? It's just you can't work for the nigga. You know what I'm saying? I ain't working for the nigga.
I don't think it's. I think you.
He does look intimidating and all white.
Right.
And I don't.
Cocaine balls.
Yeah.
Blending into that couch.
Yeah, nigga.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's I don't know, man. Like shit changes. I feel like Flip would have been able to take this joke a little bit better, like from when he first came. You know what I mean? Just because the vibe was a little bit lighter. But being around Joe, I could just feel. I know that shit can be draining.
Intense.
I know it's draining.
That's what the Patreon said.
Especially if you're not, you know, like all intents and purposes, like on his level, like you're just not there. You know, like I don't know.
If you're not built for them narratives,
nigga, Joe Budden is
I think there's a couple things going on in this clip, and there's one other clip that I wanted to play, but I think there's a couple things going on. So,
see a therapist analyze
number
what
one,
the fuck Mel doing.
Number one, the whole thing with Flip being 𝐿𝙾𝚃 has been a point of contention over time. So this isn't something
It's a
that
recurring theme.
this isn't something that like it's like this is a direct shot because we've had actual arguments over this. Like I need you to actually step back and be a 𝐵 Mike because I am the A here. So it's like that's one of the things.
Oh, some undertones going on.
It's because these are arguments and conversations that have already happened before on the podcast.
Oh, so that's why he asked who makes
you. Right. So who makes you 𝐿𝙾𝚃 when I'm not here, essentially. So it's like he was closing it out. Flip tried to add another 2 cents at the end, and he's like, "Nigga, I'm closing the show. Like, what the fuck?"
Yeah.
And then they had that awkward moment. You know what I'm saying? So if Joe, if he didn't immediately jump out and say something, I don't think this exchange would have went down, and we would have even went down this path.
Because Flip, I don't even think Flip thought of it in that way. He was
I
just
don't
like,
think
oh
he did
shit,
either.
like
No, I don't think he did either. I think he's just naturally used to taking the lead normally,
right?
And just can't even, you just can't even process
a
it.
nigga forgot. I don't know.
But sometimes, but think about when you haven't been.
Yeah.
You haven't been there in a couple of days, and he might have been watching these last couple of episodes and not happy with them either. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, he said he was happy with them.
You're like happy, but like
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
happy, but like
don't forget, nigga.
I have a lot of notes
His
still.
ego is
That's the
bruised.
mental game that you play, though.
Yeah, I have a lot of notes still.
There were still notes to be given. They were
Yeah.
talking over themselves a lot too.
Yeah, and one of the things that first of all, I do want to say that I did watch one of the episodes where they weren't together, like Joe wasn't there. And I am surprised at how enjoyable it was that he wasn't there because I don't think that was the case ever before.
No.
Like he couldn't leave for 3 days or 3 episodes.
And have it push on that well.
And have it push on and do so well, I think.
And trust that they would show up.
Yeah. Now there were moments. There weren't any moments while he was away. None of them stepped into the role. This is how I think Joe is thinking about it too. They had a good time and had quality shows. Point blank period, right? But the needle wasn't moved.
True.
So I saw the Instagram reels that they posted where it was like promoting like they're having a good time. It's like jokey, laugh, like us on the 3-0 podcast, y'all on LOY,
Yeah.
we kicking it. Like, which is always gonna be a good vibe when you've built that relationship with those people, right? Joe comes back and says the female rap ways is over. Everybody picks it up though. You know what I'm saying? There was no moment. So I think even though he's satisfied because they were not bad episodes, I think he was also looking who's going to step up and let's see who somebody creates a real moment.
Yeah.
Who's next to the plate?
A moment that makes waves, like a conversation that gets people talking about the conversation.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And not just because if I'm just here based off of if I'm just here and I'm maintaining the happy-go-lucky friendship thing that we've already established, that's fine. But it is nice to know that somebody else can make something happen.
Facts.
And I can't and I'm not the only one that can move the needle through conversation only. You know what I mean?
Luka feels so relieved seeing Kyrie in that locker room.
Right.
It's
That's
like
I
somebody
don't have to be the only
else can
playmaker.
dance.
You know what I'm saying? Because you guys are just playing off of the plays that I've already made for these 3 episodes that I'm gone. Does somebody want to step up and also make plays that are like impactful and like really do it? You know what I'm saying? I think Joe coming off as ass. I'm cutting him slack. I'm just saying I think niggas will come off. I come off like a dick sometimes. I mean, y'all call me out in the comments too. You know what I'm saying? But like, you come off as a dick sometimes when you want the best. You know what I'm saying? Or when you might have had an expectation in your head.
But sometimes you're a dick. Sometimes
for sure, 100%.
Yeah,
100%. But it's like, sometimes when you create expectations in your brain, it comes off like that.
Why
though,
did
you
it
know
feel
what I'm
like Tony just wanted to get that in there?
Just had to make sure he knew.
It was wide open.
Because
Yeah.
Some accountability.
He kind of took the high road when he know he be a dick sometimes. Like he was like, nigga, I'm a dick for your good. I'm trying to help you, nigga.
I read a book of Joe Tactics 101. You know what I'm saying? That shit was good as hell. But I think sometimes that could be a thing why he comes off like that. Because even just when I read this caption in Reddit, I said, holy shit, like he making it seem like this nigga really hates his co-host. You know what I'm saying? But maybe that's how it translates. But if that's the mindset
Because
that
there's
he
no
had,
tone.
that's I'm just putting it on the table as a possibility.
It's possible.
Yeah.
Not probable.
But Joe is a.
Joe is a controlling. He's controlling.
True.
And this could just be another controlling tactic.
But Joe's a good guy too. You know what I'm saying? He's a good guy.
He's a good guy, but I mean, I don't know. History has shown.
But he a lot of times the problem with calling him just a dick is that there's validity to his points no matter how harsh they can be.
Yeah, for
at
sure.
times. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
if he was just a dick with no kind of validity or nothing to stand on, then it's just like, all right.
But you're
Lord
still.
said he's a with balls.
But,
Essentially, you feel what I'm saying? Like he's the, you know what I'm saying? Pause, but yeah.
You the total package, right?
Yeah, something like that.
He said something.
That sounds crazy.
He didn't even want to touch it.
I didn't say
He
that.
was
Nigga
like,
said it.
something like
Now
that.
I'm thinking about the way he was
I
hugging.
damn sure they want to touch it. I was like, something like that.
He didn't want to go nowhere near that shit.
Hell no, man.
Oh man.
Shout out
That's
to
it
Flip,
though. So I guess, man, hey, drop in the comments on the scale of 1 to 10 how much of an asshole Joe Budden is. I guess that's really where it's left at this point.
Yeah, man.
And is the pod better with or without him?
I was about to say, is it better with or without him?
We know it's better
We
with.
know it's better with them
better
because
I know. I was just trying to throw it out.
they
there.
can only do what they're doing because of what the foundation he's built.
Yeah, literally.
You know what I'm saying? This
He's the backboard.
He should be. He should be proud though. He should be proud because he's developed all of them in this way. I know he has conversations with them like when they were all of them when they were there and they started were never this good at podcasting to be able to hold that whole shit on their own. Even with Flip coming up there.
This crew is like year 4?
No. Well, Ish and
3?
Ice is year 3.
Ish and Ice, that's right, year 3. Yeah.
Mel and Flip are
Mel
like
and
year
Flip
one
are
and a half,
year-
going to year 2.
Right.
They're like
right,
1.5 right now. So for them to have been able to hold that on there, and Imani is literally like 4 months in, 5 months in type shit. He's
extremely
still,
fresh.
He's a
you know what I'm saying?
fetus.
So for them to be able to hold their own, he should be proud to have developed them because he's been developing them this whole time.
True.
He has. I've watched that in real time.
He's a proud coach.
Yeah, that's real shit.
And that's the thing, like Joe Budden, like development, he's just hoping like they get something just off of osmosis. Like that's just all the development he's.
It ain't
probably
even just
doing.
off osmosis. He's literally corrected them in
I think he would-
podcasting on air. Like, hey, this is how you podcast
That is
better type
another
shit.
shit. There is a certain level of on-camera training that we're watching too.
Yes.
And that's always gonna you're always gonna come off like a complete asshole
When that happens.
when
yeah.
that's happening.
Yeah.
No questions asked.
Yeah.
There's like no
'cause it's
nice.
happening on
There's
air.
like no nice way to do it, bro. And there's no like. There's no like. It's just no way.
Especially with fucking Flip.
It's impossible, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's
Shit,
impossible.
even Mel.
I think he wishes Ish would step up when he's not there. Honestly,
I think that's what he wants. For
That's
sure.
who he wants to be in that
Yeah.
second role.
that'd be the most ideal.
I think that's the only thing that frustrates him the most on the show is the fact that like Ish be fighting the leadership role.
I think it's because Ish really is attached. His effort is attached to his contract.
Absolutely. Probably.
So it's like you will get nothing more than what I've agreed to.
Yeah.
Like I feel that.
And Ish knows that Joe wants him to step up too, and Ish is
Oh,
like,
for sure.
come on,
for
my nigga. Like,
sure. And it's like
But in his head, it's like, nigga, you don't pay me to make transitions.
Yeah.
that's why you just let him was smiling like, I'm just
Yeah,
here to
he-
be part of the team.
Nigga, I'm just here to make it check because he's not here to be an issue, nigga.
yeah, just because you're gone doesn't mean I step up to the one position. You know what I'm saying? Like
nah.
so yeah, I think that is a little bit of I think there's a little bit of frustration there. Like an undertone of frustration.
I can see that.
On everybody's part.
And Mel just there. Shout out to Mel.
She's gotten better too, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Mel was smoking shit this year.
You said she was smoking shit?
She's been smoking shit this year.
Yeah,
She's been doing really good.
She's been going hard. She's been doing well.
All right. Shout out M4. 2024 is your
real.
year. We believe in you. We always have.
No, you haven't.
I ain't gonna say that.
Yeah, no, you're right.
He said, no, I ain't gonna say
You're right.
Yeah, I just lied.
4K.
We never believed in you.
Honestly, I think we should just
Goodness.
get into.
That's what. Hey, nigga, don't do that.
I think we should get into office hours.
I was about to say, was it
All
a lot?
right, there was two things that I had on here. Okay, let me just throw these out there. I didn't even get the chance to watch them because I forgot I put them on there. Jesse Lee Peterson was on H3 podcast.
I saw that. I didn't watch it yet either.
It was. I watched like 10 minutes. It was hilarious
That
already.
nigga is the hilarious.
Because he's just like
He's completely in character.
The nigga's, he's really a buffoon. Like, he's a buffoon.
That is literally the best way to put it, bro. There's nothing else I can say.
You can't say nothing. And yeah, in case you don't know what he looks like.
Yeah.
Just imagine.
Imagine you accidentally burn your thumb. Like, that's what this nigga looks like. Like you somehow, some way, maybe it was like a ironing board or something. Iron. I don't know what it is, but you burn your thumb and you look at it.
Oh my god!
And you put some eyes.
That's literally the best way to describe it. And I don't even understand. I don't even know what I would tell y'all. But just summing it up with like,
just
he's a buffoon.
look at your thumb.
Is what you're signing up for, bro.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a
I
fact.
don't know how deep we can take this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the craziest shit you'll hear in a very quick time period. You know what I'm saying?
He means it as well.
He means it to the death, bro.
Hilarious, bro.
Oh god! And there's just so many classic moments when he was interviewing like DC Young Fly. Classic moment. 𝙿𝙻𝙰𝚃 was there. Matter of fact, classic
𝙿𝙻𝙰
moment.
was there.
Yeah, it's just all
That's
these.
crazy.
He started interviewing a lot more people in like the urban side.
The urban side.
and it just got crazy. And it was just because some people you could tell were there and didn't know about him.
Exactly.
That's when it was really good.
It was like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah, it was like
this a prank?
Yeah,
They intentionally weren't briefed.
Yeah, bro.
Nigga,
Yeah.
Where's Ashton Kutcher?
So yeah, that in itself was just so H3, Jesse Lee Peterson. It's just exactly those 10 minutes were exactly what I knew I was signing up for. You know what I'm saying?
Would you have a conversation with him?
For sure.
Yeah.
I make so many viral moments. Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's so easy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like go down the path with him, take him down another path.
How you
It's
feel
just
about white women?
Yeah, you know, it's just so easy to just like have a fun, unconstructive conversation with him. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, I'll try to break him down. I'll try to like make him admit something.
I don't think it'd be hard, honestly, because it's just like he's got L's. You know, even like DC Young Fly joking with him was like catching him tripped up and stuff.
Yeah.
He was like, "Wait a minute, you doing all this?" He said, "You got kids out of wedlock. Hold up, like what are we doing? Like all this shit you preaching and you don't even do it." So that in itself was a classic. Maybe we could just pull that up. Can you pull up Jesse Lee Peterson?
H3.
Not H3. With DC.
The DC one?
DC Young Fly. Yeah. Let's just go back into time because I'm sure
Yeah,
there's
'cause-
not full clips. Let's see, how long is that clip?
There's a 2-minute clip right
Yeah, like just go to the 2-minute one.
Yeah. This is
amazing.
And I don't know where, like, he gets his set. Like, who's the
Yeah, I
person
don't-
who's allowing him
Yeah, I don't know
to
where
do these things?
I think he's on the radio too. I think he's got like I think he's signed to something big.
They got a national
some
syndicate.
semi-big commercial conservative unit.
Of course.
But once
Yeah,
you're
'cause this is
conservative,
legit
you know.
Once you're conservative.
The bag's over there.
The bag's there.
Being a conservative is like being a Kappa, but better. You get way more connections, nigga.
Yeah.
It's just not as cool.
Yeah, you know he's dating a woman that's 7 years older than him, right?
Right.
Isn't that too old? A man should not date an older woman.
Hell no, you could definitely date the
But not an
women
older
of your
woman.
kind. Why?
Because the older woman become your mama, and the man become the boy.
You rather be taken care of.
Oh, you would?
Hell yeah.
That's why a younger guy would date an older woman?
I would. I mean, I'm straight now. My girl, well, she older than me. She 2 years older than me, though.
Your woman's older than you, too?
Mm-hmm.
2 years older?
2 years
Oh,
older.
you have a baby, too, right?
I damn sure do.
A boy or girl?
A little girl.
What is that like for you?
Beautiful. You got children?
Yeah.
How many children you got?
I have a son and a grandson and a granddaughter. She's married. She
Oh,
has
so you
a
got
son.
one child?
Yeah.
Got one child.
Yeah.
Where your wife? What happened?
I had her out of wedlock. I do what the black people do.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Out
so
of
you talking
wedlock.
all this shit
give me a hand. Out of wedlock.
You did all this shit.
Out of wedlock.
You be talking all that shit, bro.
This is why he goes with on the side he is. He try to make it seem like he not one of them type of niggas.
Which one? What type?
You just said you had a baby out of wedlock.
Give me 5.
Hell no. And then now you want to go back. And now you want to go back down there with the people and be like, this is what I'm trying to teach. Nigga, you ain't shit.
Are you proud of me for having a baby, making a baby out of wedlock?
I'm proud of you because you were blessed enough to have a baby, nigga.
How about out of wedlock? Aren't you proud? I'm black
It
and
ain't
I got
about
one.
wedlock, bro. It's about you created life.
Are you
my nigga.
married?
Hell no, I ain't married.
Your baby born out of wedlock too?
Wedlock like hell.
Oh yeah.
Hell wrong with this nigga. So you should be proud. Like crazy.
You should be proud of me then.
I'm proud of you for creating life. What I'm not proud of you is you are the same type of nigga that you're trying to quote unquote stay away from.
And what?
So really, when you wake up in the morning, when you look yourself in the mirror, you run straight out the fucking bathroom.
What type is that?
You just said every person that you're gonna try to go back home and help out, or these are the type of people that your white whoever Great Hope nigga is
the Great White Hope.
About. You are the
Great White Hope. Don't forget it, man. The Great
You
White
had a
Hope.
baby out of wedlock. Why you ain't get married after you had your baby?
Well, good question.
Good question. But yeah, buffoonery.
Shoot, and he was probably just about to disrespect a black woman, like, like that bitch was just hard to deal with. She was hard at it.
He probably
like,
was.
Come on, man.
He was probably lining up for that.
Stop projecting.
So yeah, man. Just imagine that same exact energy at H3. Less funny, just because H3 is not nearly as funny as
And it's
Young
white people.
Fly, and it's a white platform. But he's getting his shit off though.
Yeah, it's gonna be the
Jesse
same.
Lee Peterson always gets his shit off. You don't have to worry about that.
Might not land, but he's shooting that shit.
Yeah, he's shooting.
Yeah.
That's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact.
The gunslinger.
Yeah, that was the one thing that I had, and then
Jesse.
Katt Williams at Joe Rogan.
I completely forgot that happened until just now.
Yep.
Yeah, Katt Williams. It was
They got
it was
really
a roller coaster.
They got really high.
It was a
They got high.
It was It was a spiritual roller coaster.
It really
for sure.
was, because I got about halfway through. I'm probably like 60% of the way through. So when I first started playing it, I had sent it in the group chat, but it was just the audio out. And then I was like, that was the first full YouTube video that I saw. So, oh shit, Joe is back on YouTube now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's real.
But there was so many pauses in the audio. I said, I have to see his face. Because it's like, because I'm like, what is happening? It's like they're talking so slow.
Yeah.
Back and forth. I'm like, yeah, I need to see the body language and the chemistry for this.
Katt is the most well thought out responses I've seen on a podcast in a minute.
He's literally thinking before he speaks. Like, that's the definition.
That's literally the definition.
All right, yo, you be safe, man.
All right, yo.
But nah, that's the definition. He was just, and it was very meticulous, Katt Williams. You know what I mean? Like a
very low energy too, or lower energy.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say low.
High energy. Yeah, maybe not low, but high energy.
But it's funny because compared to the Shannon one, it was a better conversation to me.
Definitely. It was a more well-rounded conversation.
It was
definitely.
Yeah, it was just the other one. It was just way more salacious, and he was just saying shit.
But he was
riveted.
And he was in there on a mission too, for real.
And I had a problem. The only problem I had was that this nigga wasn't answering questions. Like
at all.
A nigga, he would get asked a question like, "Where did the Sumerians live?" And Katt would say like, "Well,"
after a 30-second pause,
they say that the ancient Sumerian, but something completely different.
I know
it would just keep going.
They did the same thing with the Solomon and Gomorrah story. He was like, Katt, I know you know the truth. He was like, let us know. And he was like, and then nothing just happened.
And he tells another story
that has nothing to do with it.
So eventually, like you can forget if that
he pretty
you
much
asked the
just
question.
like moved it out the way. He moved the
This
goalpost.
the 37th time I'm gonna be canceled.
There was a couple moments where they both realized that they was like, all right, a lot of people wanted this to happen, but what are we supposed to do now?
Yeah, I did know. Yeah, that's true. That is a good point.
Because they're not going to be like, all right, Katt, name the 6 comedians he was talking about.
It is kind of, yeah.
There was a couple YouTube reaction pages waiting for that.
That's all we're waiting
response,
for,
right?
honestly.
Yeah.
But not all, but like because of the energy that he was coming off of with the Shannon Sharp one, it was like, yeah, we need to hear about these 6 comedians. But that was another thing too. It's like the hype up or the build when we're like begging Joe Rogan to do something, it does put them in a weird position where it's like, well, what the hell do we do?
Because he doesn't go in with a plan for real.
He's always freestyling.
Yeah.
It's just this was highly demanded.
Yeah.
Even though they had a good conversation still, just because
it worked.
They're not going to sit in a room silent with each other. It might move slow. That's about it, though.
The conversation found its way.
It found its way, for sure.
Found its way. It was a journey.
Through the smoke.
And I'm still not done. Like I said, I'm about 60% of the way through.
You honestly about done.
Yeah,
just go ahead. Just
I've
go ahead
heard
and
it all.
finish
I'm about 80% myself. So.
Yeah.
I really wanted them to go in on a comedy conversation. Just like they talked about comedy and all that being a
Very
comedy, but
lightly.
I wanted like more in-depth stories and things like that.
Because they probably have 2 different stories of what comedy was like when they were like coming up.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? Just from
I thought it did start off a little strange. I'm talking the very beginning, 5 seconds in, when he was like, man, there's billions of people and there's only like 500 of us.
Yeah, comedians.
It was like he was trying to put him on the same level of comedic greatness as Katt Williams in the first 10, 30 seconds.
Well, not comedic greatness, just in terms of like people who are active professional comedians.
Yeah.
Like good
it
professionals.
sounded like they were trying to like match our stage level in the beginning. That's what it felt like Joe was doing to me.
In the sense of people who can perform at
Yeah.
with
In
a-
the sense-
you know what I'm saying?
in the sense of people who's
do
like
this.
even like trying to take on the art. It's not like a lot of people
who do it
like
successfully.
you could go to a mall and be like what type of music you make, and a nigga's probably gonna like be like, oh, I make rap music. But if you go up to a nigga and be like, what's your comedy style? It might take you 500 questions before you get an answer. You know what I mean?
Or 500 people to even get a person who does it.
Exactly.
Well, I took it more as like there's only 500 comedians who can go and sell an arena or do a theater or.
Oh hell no! There's not even 500.
I think he was trying
That's
to.
what he would, but that's how he was like the numbers getting lower and lower. That's what he was saying. Like he was saying worldwide.
He's just speaking
You know what I'm saying?
he's speaking to the secret fraternity that is stand-up comedy.
That's
It's
what,
not-
that's why Katt kept saying the numbers getting lower and lower because he was saying like it's worldwide. It's
good
only like
ones.
500 of good ones. Like only 500 of us worldwide. You know, what I mean? We're not talking about U.S. We're talking about worldwide. Like Indian niggas have comedians.
That's
too,
what I'm
you know
saying. That 500 was a little modest. I feel like it's got to be.
He
more
was
than
just,
that.
way more. That's why it felt like him trying to put himself up there. It almost felt like he was like trying to see if Katt would acknowledge that he's up there in the 250 with him.
But that's weird. Why would you say I'm top 250 in the world?
That's what it felt like to me.
But wait, I don't know if that's a modest number because I mean, how many American like big comedians are there?
It's a
It's
lot.
not. It's not 100.
That's
Exactly.
why
So,
100
like,
comedians. No,
it's not. So it's probably like 20.
ones. Yeah, top comedian. Well, what was that list that we saw months ago?
I forgot what it
What
was.
was it? The top 50? What was that?
Something
the top?
like that.
And some of them on that
Didn't even-
list weren't even. They were like movie comedians.
Exactly.
And it-
Sketch artists.
Yeah.
It's weird, right? It really goes state by state because it's
Yeah.
a lot of comedians that like they're doing like church comedy, bruh. Like
That's
somewhere
true.
in
Yeah,
Tennessee, and like
yeah.
they're fucking making it
That
killing.
wouldn't even make that list.
And like Oregon,
Yeah, they're making
like,
a killing,
oh my
but they're
God.
not close to like Katt. They're not on that level.
Fame, but if we're talking about money, which
Still-
is the most important part,
Well, still not the same amount.
I think we're talking
You'll be
level of
surprised.
professionalism.
but we're talking about overall.
We're
We're talking about level of
professionalism.
professionalism.
We're not like there's plenty of niggas who just do open mics. You feel me? But like people who are active comedians.
Yeah, like
That's what he means by that 500.
There's a separation point though. Like
That's
there's a
what I'm
lot.
saying.
But I'm saying even within professionals, there's a separation point from a
shit.
professional
We're
and
doing it again.
an elite professional.
But he was just saying.
That's all I'm saying.
He was He was just
You're right.
saying overall,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not like a lot of people just
You're right.
picking up the art. You know,
I'm be real. What I heard was
What's up with comedians and accurate assessments? Like the
I know.
6 comedians on Joe Rogan's team, the 500 in the world.
I don't know. What I heard was, Katt, I'm part of this 250, right? That's what I heard. I'm be real. That's what I heard. That's why when I was listening, I was like, hold up,
Yeah.
I gotta see these niggas' faces. What's happening right now?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, Katt's like, let me be polite.
Yeah,
You didn't invite me here. I'm like, what is happening? What? He didn't say it, but it's
because
like
they're both
he approved
because
it. What is happening?
Because he's also not trying to big himself up. It was just like a humble, like graceful moment between two of the most popular comedians in the world.
I think Joe's trying to get him to go down this weird superior class thing,
Maybe.
and Katt wasn't feeding
I
into
can
it
see
that
that.
early.
Nah, man.
I don't know.
It wasn't that
interpreted
serious.
differently.
It wasn't that serious.
Yeah, I think it was just a little like, you know, it was not a lot of possibilities.
No, it was that, but it wasn't like this
or protected class.
He wasn't trying to be pretentious.
Right.
He was just making like nigga, can you believe it's only like a couple thousand?
Can you believe we them niggas within the top 250?
Yeah, I mean, I've heard
that might have been what you heard.
That's what I'm saying.
Because I think the greater context is because they even talked about this a little bit after, to where it's like it's a small world, but it's a big world, because that was their first time meeting each other.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, which is kind of crazy.
Which is insane.
Which
not to me that didn't seem
insane.
crazy, because it's like
That's
off the back of Shannon
Joe
Sharp.
Rogan
What are we
and Katt
talking about?
I feel like black comedy, A-list black and like national black comedy, it's pretty.
Bill Burr has probably met every black comedian.
He is, but I feel like now we don't see them. I feel like now, like they have two different things going on, like two different worlds.
But
just based on your
not
audience.
really, because I've seen pictures of Jelly Roll with like 2 Chainz, or like some country artist, Ed Sheeran with 2 Chainz.
True.
So, but the idea of Joe Rogan and Katt Williams, that's the first time they're meeting, and they're doing a podcast.
It's this long.
Katt Williams does some niggerish shit, like not niggerish shit, but like he's pretty engulfed
especially
in the black side.
with like the last 5 years.
But on the comedic side, he's like revered no matter who you talk to.
They're in the same spots. Like, he even said that there was times where he would go to a comedy club and perform, and they'd be like, "Katt was just here."
Oh yeah,
that's what they're
He did
saying.
say
That it's like
you only miss this nigga.
Yeah, I forgot he did say
for
that.
decades. That's insane. Yeah, just the odds of that.
But it was pretty cool, man. I learned about my culture, my people. You know what I mean?
from Katt Williams.
My knowledge. You know what I'm saying? The knowledge I should have known.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's why I wanted them to talk more about that shit.
Yeah. I don't think I learned anything.
No, of course not.
Maybe.
I'll say, of course not, like it wasn't possible.
I was about to say he would be the first person.
They did make me want to
They
go
wasn't
down.
giving comedy lessons.
It's
Nigga, what you
true.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's a podcast.
I mean, just information.
They made me want to go down some conspiracy rabbit holes. I'll tell you that.
There was a few of them that you picked up again. You picked up a lot of your old shit.
Well, I didn't. First off, I've never been a conspiracy nigga, but thanks.
Never?
Nah, I'm not.
I feel like
tinfoil hat.
everybody goes down that rabbit hole.
Just
to where
because
it's
that's
like,
your
I
life
don't
doesn't
know.
mean everybody else does it.
Well, don't they? Okay, so you lack imagination. Congratulations,
And
nigga.
so that's what it takes.
A little bit. you got to be able to think abstractly. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you sound like a tinfoil nigga.
The aliens can't wait to probe you, nigga. They
Oh
gonna
my
make an
God.
example out of your ass.
Nigga said.
Yeah. You taunting them with that silver do-rag too, nigga. You look like a tinfoil hat nigga.
Keep searching for it.
Yeah.
Keep searching for it.
Tone of flat earther.
You say something, nigga. Searching for it.
I'm
nigga.
letting you search. You keep trying to find the one to land. Keep going, nigga.
They all landed. Bop, 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 bop. You're gonna look like Lush after these jokes.
Well, he's gonna come out pretty unscathed, honestly.
Yeah, I was popping the whole time. So,
and the thing is with Lush going back, he was bleeding from his ear?
He was bleeding from something?
nah, it was like his cheek, a little. Oh, his lip. I think he was what he
his
talking
lip,
about from
but-
Yeah, I think that's what that was. But he damn sure held on to that tissue. Flacco had him right.
Yeah.
Drugs, baby.
But all right, let's jump into these office hours. What? My bad. I zoned out. I saw
you
something.
good.
No, you came in at the perfect time.
Yeah. Office hours is
Noah's
office
about to catch a
hours.
stray.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Let them know what that office hours is, man.
Yeah, hashtag office hours. Any questions or concerns? If you don't know it by now, well, now you do. So you know, just put yours down below. We usually talk about podcasts, but you can ask us anything for real. Any shows you want us to kind of watch, any white people that you want us to watch. We're trying to watch more white people. But yeah. Thank you. I was about to say, did we get a lot of them bitches? Did we get a lot of them?
Huh?
Yeah, we got a lot.
And they're lengthy.
Mm-hmm. I'm pulling them up now.
Here we go. All right. Patiently waiting for AJ to pull that race card on Schultz, unless he got more cards hidden in the deck. Hashtag office hours. How do you all judge talent? Is a teacher more talented than a doctor? Is a coach more talented than an owner? If a teacher can ball, is he more talented than the doctor who can also do stand-up? Who would you say is more talented, Kanye West or Michael Jordan? Is Tone Groove more talented than AJ? If Tone can only ball better than average, but AJ can entertain on multiple levels with his feet tap dancing better than average. And when you all do the stand-up, will you use your stage names or real names? Example, coming to the stage, white man behind the board, and artist named Lauren, or Leon Gamble. I think he just wants to know what your favorite moniker is.
Yeah.
Is there more questions?
So nah,
that's it.
Shout out to him. He does real research on us.
He does.
Nah,
I fuck with him.
yeah, and he DM'd us, and we're actually
He's in the Patreon
the
now,
day.
too.
Literally, by the time this is posted, like we're probably at the comedy show.
Oh yeah,
either
for
waiting
sure, yeah.
or like you know what I mean,
or have already been up there.
literally.
Yeah.
But as far as what does talent mean,
I don't know.
It depends on the context.
Yeah, it really is. I think it's
because there's
honestly,
levels
I don't
to
know.
it.
Yeah, it's
because when I was working at Harris Teeter, right, it was some talented niggas in there, for sure.
At what?
Like just bagging groceries, just like fucking scanning groceries. It was like a lot of talented niggas. Like they were fast. Them niggas, because honestly at Harris Theater, they tracked our numbers. So like I had like the
So you had the actual metrics.
I had the metrics.
Yeah,
I know the
yeah.
GCR and all that, nigga. So like talent is a weird thing, but you have to judge it on its level. You know what I mean?
I
You gotta
100%
judge it on
agree
its
with you.
level.
It's just I didn't deal bagging groceries. That was the last thing I thought she was about to say.
Yeah.
Bagging groceries, nigga. They were doing it fast.
They was doing it fast.
That was the last shit
Way
I
faster
thought.
than me.
But yeah, man.
And he said something about Tony's basketball abilities.
Yeah, he was saying if one person can play basketball, but the other person can entertain on more than level. So he just laying a bunch of examples out.
So we had this conversation on LOY because Lauren, aka White Man Behind the Boards, was trying to say
Leon Gamble.
aka Leon Gamble. He was trying to say that he's more skilled than me at basketball, but he hasn't beat the best player.
Say that again.
I am more skilled than you at basketball.
Oh, okay.
No,
say that again.
He said Lauren was talking about how he's more skilled than me, but granted, he hasn't beat you.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
how does that even work?
Hold on, wait. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, I know. He just wanted to jerk himself. His fucking weirdo.
Don't start that conversation without the context.
No,
Hold on. Let me just say one thing. We won't go far. But literally,
as far as we
I
want,
said you've also played this nigga 1,000 times. There's a difference in the amount of games y'all have played. I've played this nigga legitimately about 6 times. May he beat me all the times? Sure, he can have that. It doesn't matter. I haven't played him a lot enough to even really say that we're on the same level.
So am I more talented than you at
No,
basketball?
you've had more. You shot more shots. That's all. I'm talking about against him.
Wait a minute.
Shot more shots against
No, I'm talking about against him.
Whether it's against him or AJ
No.
it's the same
I've
shot.
shot-
In the post. It's the same form, pimp.
No,
it's the same form.
I've shot more shots overall. I've played more basketball than you. I'm saying that in the context of this conversation, you're talking about if you're using him as the metric as to who is better in basketball between me and you, that's not going to be a good metric because you've played him a million times. That's what I'm trying to say to you. That's not a good metric. But I do think talent, to get back to his thing, I do think
get it off of your thing.
Relax, nigga. I do think that talent is a weird thing because it's not always just.
It's so hard to judge.
It's hard to judge because it's not
Yeah.
just about affinity for something. It's about the dedication and the skill and the time you take to. No, talent
Those are
is
two
not
different things.
No, it's not because talent.
Look up the different definition of talent.
The old adage of the quote, the hard work beats talent when talent fails to work hard. Those are two different capacities.
To me, I think talent stands for something that you're good at quickly or
It's an
naturally.
affinity
so
for
talent
something.
is an affinity.
It's
but,
a natural thing that you're good at. But you can be talented and not work
But
hard.
listen, there's also latent talent. So there's talent doesn't show itself until you work.
Latent talent.
Yeah, there's like
his ability to beat you.
That's called getting better, though. Talent is being naturally gifted.
But
at
once
something.
you get good enough at something, people will say that you're talented.
Yeah, because they just throw it around. But they just see you put the work in.
Yeah, but you know the truth.
But if you're good enough at it, are you not talented enough?
If you have the affinity for
you
it,
just work harder than everybody else.
But does that mean you have the affinity for it?
Yeah.
If you were able to make it a thing? You feel what I'm saying? It's still a weird level of that.
Some people make it happen quicker. That means you're more talented.
You have an affinity. But are you more talented or you just have a bigger affinity for it than initially?
There's two ways of being good at something. Some people are just naturally good, and then other people bust their ass. It's really that simple.
But if you get to the
best
top,
people are the people who have that intersection of both.
That is the best people.
Those are the best.
So those,
but are some people who wake up and just drop 30 because that's what they do.
Like who's more talented, like LeBron James or Kyrie Irving?
LeBron James is more talented. Kyrie Irving worked harder at different skills in basketball. You can't teach being born 6'9" and athletic as fuck. That's talent.
That's not talent.
That's
So you're saying talent is all encompassing?
That's genetics. That's not talent.
Talent because you can't teach it. It's intangible.
It's just natural.
That's genetics.
It's a talent.
That's genetics.
It's a talent. Being athletically gifted. So if you had a naturally good voice, that's a talent. That's a physical attribute. But if I can just jump higher than everybody, that's not talent.
All right.
How
Okay. So talent is a natural aptitude, but talent is not enough. So I guess that's what we're talking about.
Aptitude or skill.
Yeah. Talent is never enough.
It's never enough.
Unless you're extremely talented. There's some people, like, Shaq didn't have to work that hard. He was very talented.
People would tell me that
Is that talent or luck?
People would tell me that I'm a good rapper or that I'm able to, I've made good songs, that I can do that. And they would say, damn, you're talented. Maybe I had an affinity for it, but nigga, I had to write a lot before I got good.
But they don't see that. That's what I'm saying. They just see a guy that's already good.
Right. So they're going to say I'm talented. And a lot of times
misdiagnosed.
they would say you're so talented. And I'm like, I used to be like, nah, I'm not. I just worked at it. But then I'd be like, well, the work made me talented on some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, am I not talented now?
No, you're good. You're really good.
But I've always had an affinity for it if I've made it this far.
I mean, I'm not arguing if you're not talented at rap or not, but it's just
talent is a weird thing. It's like what is creative? Like what is being a creative? It's like it's a very vague thing unless you break it down step by step.
Forever.
Being able to take something abstract.
But to answer your last question, I'm probably gonna use the stage name. It's damn near my real name anyway.
Yeah, I was about to say I don't. Yeah, just the same names we say when we open this podcast.
Literally as well, but fuck
no reason of using our real.
That's
name.
actually my bit.
You can close that actually because that's just
say it right.
You're just giving examples of the other one.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's gonna be my bit. I'm gonna get on stage and be like, I'm actually a white man.
Oh,
office hours.
Fuck.
Big fan since day one. Shout out LOI. Tone, I've noticed an unusually high amount of praise and worship for Schultz lately. I never thought he was funny, but I've also seen never seen a special of his. What do you guys recommend I watch from Schultz stand-ups? I know, AJ, don't let him discourage you, bro. If you want to crash out, I say go for it. Fuck that nigga.
Hey, shout out to
Yeah.
That's your guy right there. But
why are you sucking him off? What's up with that?
Pause.
What's up with all the slurping you have on for
Schultz? What's up with all these gay innuendos? They just fucking you almost made me do it.
Praise and worship. You're on your knees. What are you doing?
Nobody's praising and worshiping nothing. He just
Man,
goes
the knees is a whole nother level.
I'm fucking with you.
That's what I'm saying.
I wonder what episode he's
all of them.
All of them?
Yep.
Has it really been that deep? I need to go back.
Every time Schultz comes up, yeah. Every time Schultz pops up.
I'm not.
He's caping. He's a caper.
I don't know, Tony.
He's a caper.
Tony.
What?
Tony.
You know what's crazy? I don't even think he's that funny. But the problem is, I sit across from a belligerent black nigga who is willing to go completely in the other direction. So it's like
Tony. Tony, what I have noticed, Tony, he has a certain level of respect for comedy overall.
For sure.
A certain level of grace he gives comedians.
For sure.
Which you should. You kind of have to.
No, you don't.
Sometimes.
He's a regular nigga.
Sometimes. But I don't know.
It's only 500 of us. You wouldn't understand.
I don't know. What's up?
I'm glad you're one of them.
It's only 500 of us. Nah, please wish me luck right now. I'm probably bombing on stage.
I'm glad you turned yourself around and you thought about it and
sarcasm.
No, I'm just glad that you made it mentally a possibility for yourself. That's
always been a possibility. I know
but
the
to answer
game.
your question, Tay, they didn't discourage me at all.
Yeah.
And number two,
and I don't love Schultz that much.
And number two, honestly, if I could pick another comedian and I could get Tone to crash out and defend him just off the comedian love and respect he has.
Talk about Corey Holcomb. Fuck it.
Yeah, like he'd probably do the same level, not the same exact level, but
it's
like
gonna be the same.
He'd have the comedian benefit of the doubt.
The
strong.
respect. It's only 500 of us.
Yeah, exactly. See what I'm saying?
Only 500 of us.
We're a protected class.
Brothers at arms.
So yeah, I think it'd be the same, honestly.
Yeah, man, it will probably be the same. Ooh, Kevin Garnett. Matthew Wiley, shout out to you. #4like, #office hours. Kevin Garnett on his NBA podcast has alleged LeBron LaForehead James for using PEDs. Jeans Brown is
probably supposed to be Jeannie Brown, I guess.
Jaylen Brown has addressed it.
Yeah.
Wait,
I'm thinking Jeannie Buss. My fault. Jaylen Brown. Yeah, probably.
ooh, I wish I knew who that was. Addressed it and exposed it, but everywhere else is silent about this. Brethren, salute you niggas.
You great niggas.
Look it up.
You great niggas. Look it up. I have seen about this, and it was a mistake. I saw the clip. So he was basically talking about like, he used the word, he was like.
He mistakenly said he was on PEDs?
He was like, yeah, because Bron, he was on that B cars. And like, he didn't say B cars, but whatever that phrase was.
It sounded like it was leaning that way.
The phrase is like the short term for like the steroid that's basically untraceable. You know what I mean? It's one of those untraceable steroids. So he was like, yeah, LeBron, he was powered up off that B car. I was like, oh shit.
Well, if he ended up dead under the bridge,
but have you seen this?
I'm
nigga?
for athletes on PEDs
For sure.
So
the right ones. I wish there was ones that like
they
made
need to bring it
sense.
back in baseball for sure.
Nobody cares about fucking baseball.
I like baseball. So
you a Philly nigga.
Sucks, yeah.
What's Philly's baseball team?
The Phillies.
The Phillies. Oh, I don't watch baseball. I do know that's a big part.
We got a good baseball team.
I know, yeah.
They're nice, bro. But I'm not emotionally invested enough in that question. Honestly, I don't watch enough sports to even give a fuck. But I hope he's on steroids, honestly.
Honestly, it's better for everybody. It's better for the NBA. Shit, it's better for me. Shit, I fuck with LeBron. My favorite player.
I like watching him. So if he's juiced up on some untraceables, sounds good to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm still getting a high level of entertainment every time I watch the nigga on screen.
It would lend to the fact that the nigga hardly gets injured.
Yeah. Office hours. Y'all remember when Schultz and Wax played 1-on-1? Which one of y'all could drop 40 on All Right Andy? I don't remember them playing. I remember
they played 1-on-1.
I remember him playing 1-on-1 with
Jay Williams.
But I do not remember a Wax 1-on-1. Did Wax have Tim's on still?
I think,
I believe so. Yeah,
of course.
Lauren, what you think you're doing against Schultz? Let's be honest. He's about my height.
I haven't heard Schultz bring up that he was running pickup games in a while either.
Yeah.
I mean, he still might be doing it, but I remember in those early seasons.
Watching him play Jay Will gives me confidence.
He used to play
it gives
a
you
lot
confidence?
Yeah.
And that was a while ago. Bro, I looked at that video a couple months ago. Bro, Schultz was young as hell.
He was. That's what I'm saying.
I ain't gonna lie. I saw a video of like Schultz in the gym. I could have sworn that nigga was with what's that black dude? Lethal Shooter.
Yeah, Chris Matthews.
Yeah, Andrew Schultz.
This was an intense ass game. Oh my God, this is an intense ass game.
Yeah, because Andrew only had to score one fucking point.
That's it, bro. And it took the whole game.
Yeah, they was going to 7. He spotted them 6 points.
This was dope how they did this whole thing. They did the interviews. Yeah, just skip to the middle.
This is golden average shit right here.
Or just that highlighting part.
What the fuck? Hold on.
You see what jersey that is?
Oh, just talking about over here? That's when he won, I think. Yeah. We can go to it.
Full uniform.
It's all about how Jay's gonna close it out now. It's all about how Jay closes it out. Let's see how Jay decides to close it out.
You will see y'all. Traveled a little bit.
Now Andrew Schultz is in it. Now he's in it.
I don't know if the universe loves Andrew.
The universe loves Andrew. That's crazy. The universe loves Andrew. That crossover is good.
The crossover was official.
It's official. And it's left right.
Yeah. Yeah, this was such a big moment.
Charlamagne couldn't believe it.
Yeah,
this was because, bro. It was like he was getting worked the whole game too. Like it was,
he got fucked up,
bro. But all of them look so young, bro. This shit is crazy. Because when did this come out? How many years ago does this say?
Probably like 2011.
I was more later than that. 8 years ago.
Oh, damn.
So 20. What's
2
that?
years into the podcast, like it was
16,
it was still a brand new podcast.
Yeah,
we haven't even hit a year. We almost hit a year. We're coming up on our 1 year. Yeah, we're coming up on our 1 year episode.
But in short, I give 𝔓𝔦𝔑 40 for everybody in here. So how many 40 pieces is that?
You're crazy. Maybe for Lauren and AJ, but not my 40.
120.
Nah, I give them
4 of us.
Everybody. He give AJ problems.
160.
Depends. He's older now.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking now too. I was
Yeah,
comparing
he's
myself to
older
this
now.
version of him.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
so,
is,
yeah,
that was 8 years ago. He's 40.
Not even
Oh yeah,
fair.
it's
He's
no
40
it's
now.
no competition.
Let him
That's what
take
I'm
some
saying.
PEDs
Yeah.
first,
Yeah.
and then we could highlight some, talk about
Yeah.
some situations.
But yeah, he used to bring that up. I mean, this was during that time period. And then every so often he used to post a clip of the gym that he went to,
he
would
would be in a
record every
gym.
game.
Yeah, and he had.
And you
he
could
was-
just like pull him offline and stuff like that.
I would say he
Yeah.
was definitely. He's definitely a good like full court player. Like Andrew Schultz,
You could
his
tell.
pass game was kind of nice.
If we're playing
Yeah.
full court, I'm out of there.
His
It's
pass
over.
game was kind of
Nah,
nice.
you know, I
Save
think you
playing
was-
full
We're gonna
court.
get him a body double.
It's done. Yeah, we need
Yeah,
a body
nah.
double. Yeah, just like in baseball, I need a nigga running the bases. Like I can make it to first base, but I need a runner for the last
You're
three.
gonna get your
yeah.
respirator.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Hashtag Office Hours. Shout out to y'all and love the content. Back on Fig is what it is because T-Rail and everybody else on FM Dub refuse to do research on the topics that they all recover on their own pods. However, BOF did have Danny Brown on last week, and that's a good way to collab with white demographic more. And MacWalk gave y'all a shout out on Apollo last week too.
He did. I got it in here.
Shout out that boy MacWalk.
I put it on the Instagram story. We can pull it up on here too, but yeah, I didn't watch the full Danny Brown joint, but I did watch clips, and the clips were good. The only thing that really frustrated me with it is like back on Fig, they always use mic stands. For some reason, they were doing the hold the mic thing, and it was driving me insane because it was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, it's
you know,
a lot of that.
it's just fuck,
If you're
man.
gonna hold the mic, you got to be still.
yeah, bro, I need
You
you
gotta have a
to.
comedian's hand, nigga.
Yeah, dog.
Steady
So that
hand,
was the
steady
only thing that
hand.
kind of annoyed me, but it's
Yeah.
Danny Brown. And like I said last week, matter of fact, that is another clip that we could pull up. Somebody posted us in the Reddit, and it was when I was pretty much saying he needs to talk outside of that, and the post kind of went up. It had like 50 upvotes. Or like 40 upvotes.
What was the niggas you talking about that I said we found out from Joe Budden?
Homeroom. Yeah.
So how you feel about them niggas giving you that rating?
Like those are, like here, right? So Tone,
Shout out to them.
AJ, and Jay Nobles, man. Like those are my niggas.
Yeah.
You feel me? Now I think Jay Nobles said that I was like most improved. You feel me? Right?
Joe had a different take.
Yeah. Which obviously, right? Because again, bro, where I was like this time last year, bro. You feel me? Right? And like it was a wobbler. You feel me?
You should talk to that microphone.
I ain't really
You hear
know.
more
Right? I'm like, right? So
Because he goes more into the Joe thing. Click that second one.
Couch is hard as fuck.
Yeah, now this whole setup is immaculate.
That shit
Yeah.
look.
They
But
look
shout out to
comfortable
Matt
as
Wop,
hell.
though. I did talk to Matt Wop, and I said next time we in LA, we're going to pull up.
For sure.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So we're going to pull up
I'ma
on
sit
him
right
next,
there.
next time we in LA.
Which there.
Left, middle left. Flacco seat.
You know,
Hey, shout out to the homeroom, man.
Okay, I got you.
I'm about to come re-rock that too, man. Yeah, that was one of my things from the jump. Shout out to the homeroom, though. Y'all watch them?
What's the homeroom?
They was the ones. There's the podcast.
W's in the chat for my mods,
They
nigga.
went on Joe Budden shit too, though. If y'all don't.
Oh yeah. I fuck with them
Shout out to the
niggas.
homeroom, man. They tight.
They from out. Where they gonna be at?
Huh?
They from out here? I thought they was from in the
I
south.
don't know exactly where they from.
I actually forgot the
Sometimes
name
I
of
feel
them
like
niggas.
I think they from out here though, because they kind of be having some.
I think they
strong
VA
opinions from
niggas.
out
I
here.
think some of them from the VA.
VA niggas.
But I fuck with them niggas.
It's
That
one
was
of
my
them.
intro.
You
to,
niggas look like
Joe
you from
Budden shit,
Richmond.
though, but
I'm from Hampton, nigga.
Oh,
Yeah,
for
that's
real?
the
Yeah, I
thing.
was born there.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I'm
so
an immigrant.
We do have that covered then.
Yeah, nah,
that's what I'm
shit,
saying.
all right.
Literally, we got it all covered.
Y'all was
But-
close, North Carolina.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
North
down in
Carolina.
Carolina. Shout out y'all good brothers, though. I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the energy.
You know, we're gonna tap in with some of our extended family members.
Yeah, our extended family members.
I can't wait for the reunion.
Good God.
Yeah, but I think was there any other questions on there? I think that was everything though.
There's
It was a
There's
Danny
gotta be
Brown.
one
It was a
more.
Danny Brown.
It's gonna be like an Herbery if we meet up
there's
with those
a
niggas.
couple more.
Oh no, I'm talking about on that last office hours.
Oh,
I think it was
They
another
brought up
question.
back on Fig, Danny Brown, Mac Wop.
that was pretty much.
Y'all
it.
watch Danny Brown show?
I watched a lot of clips.
When
Oh,
it first
nah,
came out,
yeah.
I was kind of tuning in,
Yeah.
but I fell off.
It kind
a
of
little
slowed
bit.
down in the algorithm too.
Yeah, man. Y'all might have to start. Y'all might have to watch that again. That shit.
That shit official.
It's great though. Like
It's good,
It's
bro.
great.
It's
Yeah,
good.
I've never seen a clip that I didn't like though.
Outside of the production, because the production is obviously like,
talking about like the green screen and shit.
yeah, like just
I love that.
that's the best part.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
It's great. It's interactive.
Yeah, I guess that was it actually.
Yeah,
a
shout
good way
out
to
Apollo
come
and MacWap, man.
Yeah, that was it. That avatar is fucking insane.
Yeah.
What
it's crazy.
avatar?
The dudes.
The avatar on that
The little
office
Indian
hours.
baby with a 10 face.
It's crazy.
It's an
It's
Indian
crazy.
baby with a 10 face?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Look like Khaled's son.
What are y'all thoughts on Jess Hilarious's first month of performance as a full-time member
of the Breakfast Club?
Of the Breakfast Club, obviously.
Yeah.
Shout out Matt Milley. Seen this thing a couple times, but I don't know. Yo, did y'all know a lot of people like don't like her?
Yeah,
I think she's a fucking asshole.
It's coming out a lot more now.
Like I'm starting to see a lot of it, like just a lot of women be like, "That bitch fucking sucks." It's like, damn.
I think she's doing phenomenal.
Well, as a host on there,
yeah, I really do. Yeah,
yeah. No, I don't think she's doing too bad. There was a few times where I saw like some not first day mistakes, but I'm getting used to this new place.
Yeah,
mistakes.
I'm not even thinking about those. I'm thinking about like she got
overall vibe.
I feel like she's got Charlamagne comfortable enough to give us like glimpses of the old Charlamagne.
Big back.
He just went viral for the big back thing. I said, we ain't heard a nigga drop one of those in a minute. You know what I'm saying?
He
Like,
apologized right after though.
but I knew that was coming, but that it doesn't matter. He lost himself in the hype because he kicking it with the homies for real. You know,
You can
I was
sin
like,
as long as you repent.
yeah, exactly. And it wasn't bad at all either. You know, it took days to pick up.
Exactly.
But I was like, their relationship at the Breakfast Club towards the end was just so weird anyway. You know what I mean? Like ever since the Gucci Mane interview, they were never really the same. All the three of their chemistry.
Yeah, that's
It was never the
because
it was never the Yee's my sister thing anymore. It didn't feel like that at least, even though they verbally said it.
Yeah, and whose fault was that?
They say it was Charlamagne's fault because he did the Gucci interview and he was like, "Fuck that bitch,"
And he
But
kind of
did-
let it slide.
he let it slide.
Yeah,
That's what they say.
That was the whole thing.
He
He
went
let it slide.
unchecked, and so she might have felt some
Exactly.
type of way about
Yeah.
that potentially.
And I mean, it felt like she felt some type of way about that too, because even she felt done with them because even when they were doing things, can you mark that word?
Yeah, I got you.
Even when they were doing their things separately, they had started coming back, and she was still phoning in from the house. For like another year. You remember? I was like, oh, she's done with these niggas.
She was
like,
socially distancing.
Yeah, she's like,
She's
it's
waiting on her
obvious
exit
they're
plan.
able to go in there again and everybody's working. And she's like, I'll do the home thing still. Like, and then it could easily be one of those, like, I've run FMLA finesses before, so it could have
Literally.
been one of those, I'm worried about my respiratory system. And so you know what I mean? Even though
But
you
nah.
can get in there. But I think Jess is doing great because she's good, she's warming into her position, working out the kinks, Jess with the mess. She clapping at niggas. She up at the radio station clapping at Mandii B. She's going at T.S. Madison.
Just cool.
I think she's doing all right. Yeah, I think it's a good. I was happy with it to begin with, but I think she's doing all right for real.
Finding her footing for sure.
For sure.
Definitely. She kind of pissed me off when she started
dropped-
spoiling the Vince Staples show.
She started what?
When she started spoiling the Vince Staples show during the interview, I was like, God damn it,
I
nigga,
never-
like you're
Bro.
supposed to promote this shit. You're not supposed to tell me what's happening.
Bro, I never finished that interview because that happened.
Yeah, that shit pissed me off.
It
That's why I was
kinda
like,
pissed
some
me
of
off.
those,
It
some of
kinda
those
pissed me
like,
off.
I want to say rookie mistakes, but it's just like, all right, that
Etiquette.
comes with time.
I mean, and it
You don't
came
know
off
what the-
so quick. I was like, fucking shit. So like now, as I'm watching the first two episodes, I'm just waiting for the moment that I heard her spoil. Yeah.
And she ain't even make it as funny.
Yeah, it wasn't even as good. So that is one thing that I actually need to go back and watch that interview now because I literally stopped it right there, and that was like 7 minutes in.
I haven't
Shit
even
was
watched
pissing
the
me
show.
off. I only
I was
saw
gonna
the
say,
first
bro,
episode.
I'm with you. That's the only time I haven't tapped back into the Breakfast Club yet.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I thought you were talking about the Vince
Yeah, I thought
Staples
you were talking
show.
about
Oh, you talking about the?
Oh, you talking about the show?
Oh,
My
yeah, I'm
fault.
talking about the show,
My fault.
yeah.
I'm tripping. I thought you were talking about the Breakfast Club. Yeah, I haven't tapped back in on that.
I watched a couple of clips here and there.
Yeah,
and it's like,
I've been tuning in a lot more recently.
yeah,
Is
yeah.
that-
The
Word.
clips are better. Yeah, the clips are better. I think the chemistry.
They needed a young person in there.
I think she revigorated the room.
Yeah, I expect her to do
Yeah.
well, but I don't know why I haven't tapped back in, but I'm gonna check it out.
The big back shit. Because even let's just pull up the big back shit. We ain't seen Charlamagne that chilling for real. Like he was like, this sound like big back energy. He was like, she's like, yeah, it's giving birth to. I was like, oh, they're in there kicking it for real. Like,
Yeah.
it hasn't felt like they've kicked it like this in a long time. You know what I mean?
Some locker room talk.
Called her a fat bitch.
That big back shit is hilarious.
Yeah, it is.
Shout out Troy Terrain star loves the big back thing. He named his
The big back theory.
That's fire.
He named his thing the big back, and he was like, I gotta
just
ride.
made that up.
He's like, I gotta ride with Charlamagne tonight, man, y'all.
Oh, wow.
Because big back, the nigga just kept dying laughing over it. Oh, y'all, Star is gonna be at Joe Budden next month.
Oh, that's gonna be crazy. He did mention something about that, I think.
Who Joe did?
Joe mentioned like how much he like fucked with Sean Rivera. I said like I'd love to have him up here, some shit like that. I don't remember.
That's gonna be crazy.
He said that during our show. Then he said it during another show. But Starry 2 days ago on his stream said, "I'm going up there next month."
Yeah, I think I heard Joe say it recently on the pod. That's why I mentioned that. But
okay.
Yeah. I think this is his apology. So I wonder if they played a clip within this.
Nah, I don't think they do.
They
Because
don't?
I listened to this earlier.
Yeah, I
Is he
couldn't
laughing
find
during
just
the apology? It looks like a laugh, don't it? Or it just look like frustration.
Yeah, just frustration.
Yeah, that's a laugh.
I couldn't find just the clip itself. Let me go back to their joint.
These niggas still got that fucking throne.
Yeah, you hate it.
Yeah, those
A lot
aren't
of
going
people hate
nowhere.
Yeah, I'm not.
I mean, it's normal now, but
I mean, I'm not gonna get over it.
like look at that thumbnail.
Yeah, that
Look
looks
at
like some Dr. Seuss shit.
That looks like. Oh my
Yeah, it
God.
does look crazy.
That looks crazy.
Look, she's sitting on Shaq's toilet.
Yeah.
That's just the takes on the big back debate.
From the big back debate.
Fuck it, man.
Yeah.
Well, you
Just
know,
a
he said the
direct
bitch
joint.
was fat.
Pretty much.
She didn't like it.
He apologized. It's all good. It's whatever.
She has big lats.
Yes. Wide lap.
A very wide back.
Mm-hmm.
I need to get back in the
Her
gym,
elbows
actually.
are probably well hidden.
Nutso, yeah.
Hashtag office hours. Did you guys watch the Joe Rogan and Katt podcast? And what did you think? Yes, we did, Nutso. And yeah.
Yeah, we covered it.
We
One
covered it.
thing I do plan on doing, and I forgot to do it on this episode, is if they give us an office hours, that's clearly a segment. We'll read it at the top of the topic. You know what I'm saying? It only makes sense because we're starting to get to the point where like we get down to the end and we're like we answered it already, and they know that already too.
Correct.
It just makes more sense to just do it
At that time.
I can group them together. Yeah,
I feel it.
But we got one more. It was
that's right.
Is it too late for one hashtag office hours?
Simply Malik.
Yeah, he's got the same shit as MD&P.
No, that is him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's on a different platform.
His first comment, he's been active in the Patreon today. His first comment was, "Yeah, I'm in this bitch now."
Jesus Christ.
What would you all classify as a grown-up adult real job? Anything where there's not a lot of teenagers.
All right.
Around? Like if you pushing carts still, that's not an adult job.
It could be. If you're pushing carts at Costco, you might be making $21 an hour.
Yeah, but that's Costco. We talking about the average car pusher. Like that's a teen. They usually give those to the schizophrenic.
$21 an hour.
It's a lot to push them.
That's a lot to push carts, but
that's a lot.
That's a lot.
Are they making that? You did not just throw out that. That's a crazy number.
You gonna make them quit?
It's probably more. Look it up right now. Watch this.
It better not.
Watch this.
They
paying niggas at Costco. That's a whole fact.
No, that was BJ's.
That was BJ's. Nah. We was getting paid $13, $14 there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
ZipRecruiter says
no, it's higher than that. Yeah.
The
up to
average hourly pay
$22.50.
for a Costco employee, that's for an employee though. That's not just cart pushing.
Yeah.
That's an average.
And let's say
that's what I'm saying, bro. Just the average is starting at 20. Everybody in there is getting at least $20 an hour. And Costco is one of those companies where every year you get that
raise.
You get a flat
Yeah, that little
percentage.
bump.
So there's like 20-year cart pushers there. When my mom worked for them back in the day, there was a guy, he was like a slower guy, like he was kind of slow.
They get into the schizophrenic people,
Yeah, he was pushing carts for 20-some years. My mom said he was making $35, $36 an hour, something like that.
At that Walmart.
And this was in like early 2000s.
Good. Oh, that's disgusting.
Going crazy. Yeah, like
They will
going
work-
crazy.
They
Like,
will work forever.
Yeah, like $35 an hour right now, niggas is jumping at. You
Yeah.
know, like back then, he was balling.
I'll play slow for
Yeah,
$36 an
that's
hour, nigga.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
I'll play his job.
And I did seasonal at BJ's one time. The pushing carts it's the shit because it's like you don't have to really deal with people either.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Unless your
Kinda.
manager is
It's
an
a fucking
asshole.
circus.
Yeah.
Shout out to I forgot. Ooh, wow, you lucky I don't remember
I forgot
your
that
name.
bitch name too. And fuck Carlos. That lazy nigga.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
was getting
Fuck
personal
Carlos.
grievances off.
That lazy nigga. That nigga sucked.
Yeah, fuck Carlos.
He was like, he was one of the special ones, but he was slick with it. Like,
Okay, he knew how to play it to his advantage.
he
for
knew
real.
how to make me end up doing more work, and we
Yeah.
did the same
Okay,
shit. Like,
yeah,
he used
yeah,
to take
yeah.
like
I met some of
exaggerated
them.
breaks and shit,
Yeah,
right?
he was
I know
using his
people like
special
that, too.
powers at like
He used it as a guise, as a
Gotcha.
bail.
as an evil power.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, he turned it against
Like,
us.
nigga, I don't even know nothing. It's like,
All right, so
I can't do better.
I will say, children jobs are typically fast food, dessert, shit like
Service
that,
industries.
grocery stores.
But service industry, no.
It's blanket. It's
It
blanket.
really, it really
It's
depends. And
blanket.
long story short, most of the time, children's jobs are like customer service, entry level, and that's essentially children's jobs because you can be at the grocery store, but be the general manager or be the lead supervisor or whatever. And now we're working into adult. So like
HR
adult,
manager.
yeah, like adult jobs in terms of like places like that, it's really about did you move up or not, or are you
exactly.
have you been in the deli for 5 years?
Yeah.
And
But-
it's like,
yeah, like how
you're not
serious
even the lead of the deli.
Yeah,
Have
are
you-
you the cashier at 55?
You feel me?
have you
Whatever.
made? You're not even front end manager or supervisor.
yeah.
You haven't made a schedule yet. What the fuck going on? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
You broke, nigga. Do something else with your
Yeah.
life.
So and then that would level advancement, and then outside of that, I would say money.
Anything
Because-
you're doing yourself.
Yeah, I'd say money because sales is all entry level essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
Yeah.
definitely level 2 and 3 of sales, but like
But the initial
you can
is-
make over 100,000 on at an
Entry
entry
level.
level
Yeah.
sales job. So at that point, that's an adult ass job. If
It
you
is.
pull
Yeah.
it 6,
Hell yeah.
you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
But sales, even though it's an entry level position, it's an adult job because to make that money, you got
really was hustling.
Nigga,
gotta
you have
hustle.
to have an adult mind.
Yeah,
Nigga,
yeah.
for sure.
I guess-
You gotta be responsible.
I guess essentially responsibility
Yeah.
needs to be
Facts.
tied to these
Yeah.
jobs.
Responsibility
yeah.
is tied to the role.
Yeah,
for
essentially.
sure.
Yeah, because I was gonna say call centers are growing up jobs, but that could be nigger
Nah,
and
it
shit
could be,
too.
yeah.
Like I've worked at some professional call centers. I mean, I said last week working at the airport checking rental cars in. That was one of the most corporate jobs I ever had.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they like that shit was corporate as hell, and I was checking rental cars in. It was more corporate than the cable places I was working at. You know what I'm
I
saying?
can't believe
Like,
that.
That's a fact.
So yeah, they were way more strict in terms of the structure.
They took themselves too serious.
Yeah, so I think just overall responsibility.
Yeah, and
Growing up
some
jobs.
office jobs can kind of be that because even entry level leasing was like semi-adult, like leasing agent.
That is an adult job.
You know what I'm saying? That was
Yeah,
like-
leasing office.
Yeah,
That is a level up.
You provide people with homes.
There's
Yeah.
certain jobs you can't even get. Like an 18-year-old, they won't even hire him as a leasing agent either. Like
I
you
know.
need to,
Yeah.
I feel like you need to be like 25.
yeah.
And then they'll consider or
I was
maybe
young.
23.
I was like 23. I was like
Yeah,
23.
20
when I
is
was
a
doing it.
change.
Yeah, 20 like definitely not 18 to 21 though. Like
Nah,
if you're not even able to drink yet, I don't feel like you can even be a
Nah.
leasing office person
Hell
yet.
no.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, I was like 23.
Even though you probably are technically old enough for what's on the application, they're not gonna take you seriously.
You ain't lived enough life yet.
Might
Yeah.
be for insurance
and you
reasons.
might leave too. You know,
Yeah.
so
Facts.
like yeah.
Facts. I blindsided them niggas.
I like a child would.
Blindside
Yeah.
and the nigga at a leasing office is fucked up because like every leasing office I've ever been in there, it's like 7. It's like not even 7. That's
Not
a
even.
stretch.
It's
Bro.
like 5
It's
people.
like it's like
bro.
like
4
6
people in there.
people,
yeah.
like 4 to 6, bro.
We had a staff of 5 with the new person
Yeah,
that came,
bro,
bro.
yeah.
It was noticeably quieter when you left.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
yeah, a
And
lot
that-
of changes, dog.
To this day, the general manager, he still hadn't forgiven me. So
Damn.
It was personal.
the comedian man, yeah. I mean, because he really fuck with me. He
the
he
comedian?
told, nah,
Oh.
nah. It's a
The community you're about to say.
the community. Yeah. He told me after the fact, like, man, I just didn't even see this coming. Like, I wish you would have told me. Like,
Heartbroken.
He was heartbroken, bro. I was
Nigga,
like,
our
damn.
manager
My fault, man.
pulled that move on them niggas.
For real? Which one?
Where I work now.
Oh yeah.
He's out of there.
Yeah.
The cool one that
the cool
was
one, yeah,
working.
yeah.
He dipped on them niggas.
He's gone from all the way.
He's gone.
He's not even at the other spot.
He pulled a hat trick on him.
He popped his collar and got him out of there.
Discombobulated the whole game.
Everybody shook up, nigga.
Jesus
Shaking
Christ.
This
up.
nigga was managing 2 locations
Two,
and then put his 2 weekend. I said, damn, nigga.
No heads up, nothing. You got 2 weeks to find this, nigga.
Find 2 managers
That's
now.
crazy.
Because you got one running 2.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. He was
Yeah,
probably
that's
the
a
only
hit.
person
And he's
capable.
one of the best.
He
too,
was. I was
like-
about to say he was getting paid for 2.
He was
Yeah,
getting paid for
yeah.
2.
Okay,
And he was
okay.
one of the best. Like
He's one of
he's
the
like
best.
he was like 9 years at the company.
Yeah.
And you left like a child.
And he was like,
I mean, he left legally 2
he
weeks.
did. He did.
Oh, he saved the 2 weeks.
He
I thought
did.
you
He
said
did his 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's like Nobody can prepare for that.
No.
You
And
already,
that's something that, like,
you already have one person running
That's
two
at least
locations.
a month.
And that's
notice it bare minimum.
And that's something
Maybe
like,
2, really.
even as a boss, even if you are cool with the nigga, you can never forgive him.
No.
Because he put you in a position like, bro, I gotta find 2 new niggas. Like,
But at the same time, like that, the company he's talking about, for the management to be the ones who get up out of there on their own, it speaks something to the upper management on top of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, what's going on up there?
Yeah. Like, what kind of pressure are you really pushing on these niggas where it's like, you know, fuck the money?
You probably got to go to
Yeah, fuck the money.
You got to go to flavor camp to get a raise.
Shout out to him, man. I sent him the podcast. He be watching sometimes.
Oh, okay, clutch.
My old manager. That doesn't work for the company no more. He be fucking with the podcast.
But you know,
Shout
so
out that good brother.
Responsibility was the answer.
yeah, if you have a lemonade stand, you're probably a kid.
Oh, that was the end.
Oh, well, yeah.
That was the end of the show, man.
That's the end of the show. We survived. Y'all survived. Hopefully y'all liked. Hopefully y'all subscribed.
There was a lot going on in this episode, too.
Yeah, it was a lot
Y'all
going
remember
on.
AD called earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was shit. It's been a long day. But appreciate y'all watching. Please check out the Patreon. It's $5 for now. Y'all know the joke for now. You know what I mean? We will be rising throughout the year. But just go to LOI the show for news for April 3rd. That's all we got to say about that. LOI the show for April 3rd.
Oh,
but
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
other than that, office hours, any questions or concerns, y'all know what to do with that. But appreciate y'all niggas for watching. It's been good. It's been great. J Noblez.
Stone Groove.
AJ the Menace.
White man behind the boards.
Yeah.
And shout out to F-Mac. He left early.
And shout out F-Mac.
Florida Mac abandoned us.
F-Mac in the chat.
Picked him up.
Yeah. We
Lucky bastard.